The hell and back is in the job description. Being roughed up, scuffed up, run over, kicked, thrown, dropped, dunked, and done the unthinkable is a duty we've embraced for more than 40 years. Through superior engineering and constant innovation, only Pelican has conquered the chaos a life of ambition can dish out. And we've done it to empower you.
Yak Gadget, made in America, based outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Yak Gadget offers all kinds of storage accessories, quick mount motor mounts, anchor systems, track mounted accessories, even paddles. Go to yakgadget.com and get your kayak decked out for your next trip out on the water.
The 153 Bait Company, based in Troy, Ohio, make everything from plastics to custom painted hard baits. Hook 'em hard and hook 'em off. All of our baits are made to order, and all of our hard baits are hand painted to order. So go to the153anglers.com to place your order today.
What's going on? Facebook Live, YouTube. Welcome. I epically failed. I got party favors. They don't even make any noise. But it's our birthday, 600 episodes. Woo! Woo! Look at Jay. Jay looks a little funny tonight.
What are you talking about?
You got to take your hat off so like they could actually get the full effect of it.
I think there's a huge glare off my head in this place.
We got an epic birthday show going down tonight. We got some giveaways tonight. We got some great guests. We got JD Desrossier, Nick Carlson from Pelican, Drew Gregory, Katherine Field, Aaron Stiger, John Thomas, Jonathan Workman from 153. I mean, the list goes on. The list goes on. What are you most excited about, Jay? Oh my God.
Our first guest.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this preview. Hang tight for that one. Well, let's get some of our hosts up in here. We got Sean Lavery in the house. We got Brad Hurlboss.
What's up?
We got Dustin Nichols.
What's up? What's up?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the other one wait.
I feel like I look a little like Dustin.
What's up?
Hey, Ryan.
Dustin, put your glasses on.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties right there. I got a glare probably.
Dude, we're brothers, bro. We're brothers.
Oh, man.
Welcome everybody to the show. Go down in that lower left-hand corner, smash that share button. Drop in the comments where you're tuning in from, what you're floating out, what boat you're floating out of, and all that good stuff. First giveaway, we'll have a nice winner. What are we going to give away first, Jay? I say we give away some 153 baits.
That'll work.
Some 153 baits, but you got to drop in the comments where you're tuning in from.
Boom.
So that's how that works. So, gentlemen, episode 600. Episode 600. What are you guys' thoughts, man? What are you guys' thoughts on all that good stuff?
That's a lot of freaking episodes, man.
Yeah. That's a ton.
I mean, that's 7 days a week programming right there, boys.
Yeah. That's something for everybody. That's what I'm saying.
Took us
Sure.
took us 3 years to get there.
I pity the poor person who had to upload all those episodes.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think it's over with.
Yeah, that poor fella.
The next 600, I feel like it's going to go a lot faster.
Do you, Ryan?
It depends how many cocktails Mr. Milford has in him, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, you want to see my kayak?
All right, guys. Well, it's been nice chatting. I'm out of here.
Oh man. Oh.
What's up, Coffee?
Facebook user says they're going to start a GoFundMe for Milford's backdrop.
Uh-oh.
It's not that bad.
I think Milford's better than mine.
Well,
Yeah, I got kicked out of my room tonight, so
I was listening to the Noob Show today, and you guys were. Milford mentioned that neither of those Billy the Basses work, so he had to figure something out.
See,
What did you do to them that they don't work?
Dude, these are like found in the garbage or at a yard sale or something. The Christmas one was my wife's from when she was a little kid, and she was going to throw it away. I'm like, no, give it to me.
I'm gonna need that.
Yeah.
So you really do need the GoFundMe page. I got it.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all want to buy me some new Billy Bass that works so I can irritate Sean while we record, or put it on motion sensor, I
think that may be a little distracting to your guests.
It may be, but I think that would probably be the point at that point.
It'd be like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Like, there's like that one word that sets it off every time.
See, that's perfect. You got to wire it all to one switch and have that one keyword, and then you just set it off. It's going to be your new trademark.
I need them all to go off at the same time, though.
Exactly.
Pee-wee's Playhouse. Back in the day when I rode BMX, I actually recorded that off the TV, the little intro theme, and like rode my flatland routine to that, like back in the 80s. Like no
really?
Crap. No shit. Yeah.
Come on in and pull yourself up a chair. Go cat down your hair. There's a couple of talking fish and a genie who makes a wish.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I feel like Dustin just turned into the leprechaun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can throw down a little bit.
What's in that pin pan of yours right there?
Some ranch water.
Oh jeez! If you guys are just tuning in, drop in the comments where you guys are tuning in from. What kind of boat you're floating out of? Our first giveaway is going to be some 153 baits. So we'll pick a winner out of those that drop in there. We're going to have some giveaways all throughout the evening and all that good stuff. Big Starnes Outdoors said, wow, just wow.
Big Stars. Yeah, y'all didn't probably need to hear none of that. Yeah. Y'all don't want to see me singing karaoke, then that'll be all time right there.
Yeah, based on what I just heard, you might lose some sponsors with that. So.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, we're 7 minutes in. We got time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's all good.
A couple more ranch waters, and it's going to be flowing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I wanted to share something up, man, because this is when things really started picking up for us, and this was the launch of season 3, and we're kind of in season 4. It was like a compilation video that I had kind of thrown together to kick off our season and all that good stuff. So I wanted to play that real quick and then get your guys' thoughts on how far we've actually come. So let's do that right now.
Hello and welcome back to the Paddling Podcast. Josh, Ron, and Jay.
Dustin, Nick.
It's Rick.
I'm Brad.
Susie Roloff.
Sam Jones. Got Dan Perry with the best dudes. Final cast.
Station the Tide, Saltwater Second Hero.
Adventures with Outdoor Women.
The Real Down Up.
Oh yeah, dude. Happy birthday, you listeners.
Oh guys, this is a stud.
Oh, come on, Internet.
Mr. Drew Gregory himself. Welcome, Drew.
Got it. Got me a fishy.
Mr. JD Desrossier.
Look how young Jay looks right there.
We got Mr.
I'm really proud of you guys for not bringing up pedal drive yet.
Mr. Ribbon lives for themselves. Opening Williams.
And with me tonight. You got the one and only Jason Brooks.
Boom. It's real exciting. You tell a good story with that,
State of kayak.
Yeah, like State of the Union to State of the State.
We'll stop it there, man.
OG show on Mondays. Wow.
Yeah. So quite a few changes obviously have gone down between then and now. Few hosts have come and gone. Few new ones have been added. Yep. Sean, welcome to the family. Brad. It's
I mean,
cool
y'all made it because you brought Hunting in finally. I mean, I'm here. I'm here.
But it's super interesting, man. Like, a couple of things that just definitely pop out at me is obviously some of those names that are on there are going to be on tonight, which is super cool, man. We've always had a great support group of guests and things like that. But not only that, man, the hard work that all you guys like put into your shows to make them possible, and just continually staying on that grind and, you know, lining up great people to talk to. You know, I know there's been times where it's been tough. Like, man, I had a guest back out on me last minute. You know, we're scrambling, putting something together with one of the other hosts. Like, you know, we all just always have each other's backs, and it's pretty impressive, man. And, you know, not only that, but like, the one thing that stands out to me is, you know, Ryan, that video clip of you losing that fish at the boat and seeing the progression of like your fishing, dude. It's like I've been watching my kid grow up, which is awesome. You know what I mean?
I still lose fish at the boat every now and then. but you know, I use a net now.
Yeah. Well, that's good. But you know, it's kind of crazy, man. I guess let's go around the room. We'll finish with Jabe, so we'll go to Sean next, man. Like, what are your thoughts looking at that, coming into the Paddle and Fin family, and just seeing the progression and all the building that we've done, man?
I mean, going from, you know, kind of silent listener to being a host has been so amazing. I can't thank you guys enough for letting me join the family. You guys are all amazing. And I mean, what this has done for my fishing, let alone my self-confidence and just bringing me out of my shell has been amazing. And the experience all around has just been amazing. I can't say enough. So, but it's awesome to see where you guys have come from the very beginning. And you know, I can't even imagine, you know, I feel like it's been a whirlwind to get here, and I can't imagine where we're going to go, you know, in the future. I think, you know, there's no really limit to what we can do, and I'm excited to A, be a part of it, and B, see where we're going to go. So,
right on. Bradley?
I mean, I was only supposed to be a co-host in fall. I think that says everything right there. Hey, you guys want to you want to co-host with us a few episodes? We're going back to fishing, but here we're going to put you on Saturday mornings. Let's just go. Let's just do it. That's kind of how it went, right?
kind of.
Yeah, you're the expert, dude. I mean, to me, you're like an expert. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I listen to you, and there's a lot that comes out of you, man. You deserve your spot. I
appreciate that, Jay. And I heard you were a little concerned that you might not get out on the duck hunts this year. Like, I heard there's a little concern there. So I just want to make sure you know, as a host, you're welcome to always join. You always got to spot the boat.
I kind of assumed that anyway. Be honest.
I mean, really, you could kind of just show up at my house and be like, hey, we're going hunting. I'll be like, okay, let's load up the boat. Let's go. I mean, that's kind of how it works. But
sounds good.
How about you, Milford? We'll go to Milford.
Man, I think it's crazy how far we came. You know, one thing I noticed in that video, you know, they were talking about my background. If y'all saw my background in that, I was in a shed. It's just bare wood. There's nothing behind me. I'm not wearing a hat, so you just see my bare head, which isn't a good thing. So, you know, I feel like my background now is pretty good compared to then. And my connection's a lot better than it was back then. So, you know, I feel like I've improved a lot, you know. Jay and Brian, y'all got that awesome background now. and
it's real.
Y'all are in it. Yeah, I know, right? I've got a co-host now compared to then. I believe he was added. I believe Sean was added right after that video came out. I believe that came out in like January of last year, and we added him in February. Yep. So yeah, since that video got him, and I feel like that's improved like bass fishing for noobs like 100%. Like hit his added value to that. So yeah, I think it's cool. 3-year birthday for Paddle and Fin, and I think August will be 2 years for me being on here. So it's crazy. See where.
How about you, Doo-Doo?
Oh man, time flies when you're having fun. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I got kicked out of my space tonight. My wife's packing up. They're heading to Pittsburgh tomorrow, visit some family. I have to work and have a tournament this weekend, so I'm like not going up there. But hey, we've come a long ways. I think my first episode was in the beginning of November in 2019, I believe. And
Luke Coffee in the house. He said,
we got to stop for that one. That was a good one. But
Luke, you like to talk trash over the internet, but when we were face to face at Dale Hollow, you were very quiet. What's up?
He was a quiet guy.
He's gonna say my kids were there. I could have beat you.
I think his kids talked more than he did.
That's funny.
But yeah, the growth of the podcast as a whole, with all the new episodes and the new hosts coming in the last year and everything, it's just like we're reaching a pretty vast audience, And then the addition now, we've grown even more, being added to Waypoint. It's just keep getting that good content out there, man. We just keep moving forward and grinding, because that's what we've been doing all along. And it's just we're not changing anything. We're just growing a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
So real quick, since Milford got picked on a little bit in this first segment, I'm going to let you pick the winner. We got 2153 crankbaits. One's like a DT6. The other one is square bill. So scroll through those comments, Milford, and see who we should be giving these away to.
Well, I know who we're not giving them away to. No, I'm just playing, Luke. You're fine, but you're not getting the baits. I don't know this person personally, but the very first one I see that shouted out where they were from, and they're from Tennessee, is Big Starnes Outdoors.
All right. All right, Big Starnes. Got some crankbaits coming your way. I'm going to drop a couple of you guys down. We're going to bring JD Desrossier in the house. We got a couple other hosts in. You guys hang tight. We'll bring you back in. Let's drop that. And let's drop Brad. We'll keep Sean. Dustin, you hang tight. We'll keep Sean in here for a minute. Got JD Desrossier in the house.
At the Grim Reaper.
Brad Hicks.
What's up?
What's happening?
What's up?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I love it, man. Welcome back, dude. Man? This is the third birthday in the row. JD has been on the show. He's been on every birthday show, man. So we had to bring you back, dude. It's always refreshing to talk to you, man. You're always a positive, genuine dude, and we always like starting the show out with that, man. So what's new, man? What do you think of all this craziness?
Oh man, you guys are really growing. It's amazing to watch it grow from season 1 up to now. And I just feel fortunate that you guys actually asked me to be a part of this. And I know as soon as we got on tonight, I was expecting Jay to give me grief, and he did. So I feel at home.
That's how you know you've made it.
Yeah, man.
If I don't hassle you, thumbs up.
Don't worry, Jay. McKinstry's coming, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we didn't. I skipped you. We didn't get your thoughts on all the craziness.
Okay.
I know we're on a time crunch, so I apologize. So why don't you go now?
Okay, I'll go now. No, it's really interesting because like I was actually brought in after Scott was, Scott took some time, and then Brian needed someone to assist him and be his co-host on the original show, the OG show, of course. And then we got this bright idea to start adding segments for different subjects, and started scouring our friends and people we knew, and now we have like this huge family. And I mean, all you guys are awesome too. I mean, like, you were all picked for a very specific reason, and I mean, it's worked out great. I don't know, and everybody's grown, which is cool. I mean, even Ryan, he's done like really well. He's come a long way. Brad, you're still mediocre. Sean, I should be specific. Mr. Hicks.
He's talking about. Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's cool. It's like like you said. I mean, this was kind of our vision from the very beginning. We had a little. It's an alteration of an idea, and it just spawned in what is now. And I'm real happy with it. It's really cool. I mean, it's. And all you guys are there for like when we need you, and it's cool. It's a family, and when we all get together, it's like we're all a bunch of friends, and it's just a good time. And even the people that aren't here right now, it's I don't know, it's just cool, man. It's just turned out to be like the best formula I think it could ever be.
Yeah, it's super interesting, man. Mr. Hicks, let's get your thoughts, man. You just got in here.
Yeah, so I started 2 years ago, almost to the day, right?
Yeah. Because it was on the first birthday episode is when we announced you and Crankbait Johnny coming on, man.
Yeah, so we've come a long way since then, man. So much has changed. It's crazy. The first episode with John, I go back and listen to it sometimes. I did like a month ago. I'm like, man, what were we thinking?
Yeah.
but then like you go to episodes with me and Josh, and me and Josh got a good chemistry because we're buddies in real life. And I don't know. It's just we fit together, we flow together. I feel like
he's
our
shaking his head no.
better.
Yeah, he's shaking his head no down in the green room.
He's off the team.
Yeah. he's doing it for the chicks.
I'm trying to have a bromance with Josh here, but he's not letting me.
Well, here I am.
No, man. Like our episodes have gotten good though, and it's been fun.
I
Fun watching everybody grow.
Completely agree, man. Completely agree. Well, JD, man, you're back floating in the new, right? The new canoe Flint.
Yeah, I got a 2021 Flint. Bought my wife, or we bought her a Wilderness Systems Tarpon 120.
Oh, nice.
And she picked it out. It's the first time since I've been on teams in 6.5 years. She's actually picked her own model, her color, everything, her manufacturer, everything she wanted. And
that's cool.
She absolutely loves the boat. It's probably been the best one she's ever paddled, and we're having a good time paddling on the lake we live on, and just trying to get her comfortable so we can go out to more areas here in the upstate.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. And you've been doing a ton of fly fishing. I know, last time you were on, you were talking about chasing that tiger trout and all that good stuff, man. So did you catch them yet? Did you find them?
Still haven't got that tiger by the tail, but definitely after it. I'm actually, I want to catch a wild tiger.
There you go.
I know that's like the unicorn in trout fishing, but that's what I'm after. I have to set a goal and try to pursue it. And it's funny you brought up fly fishing. I've thrown my conventional rod and reels 4 times in almost 2 years. So I would say it's almost pure fly fishing for me at this point.
Awesome.
That's super cool, man. Super
Yeah,
cool.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's reignited my passion for not only paddling, but for just being on the water in general.
Well, it's something I always talk about, man. And every time we talk to you, if you guys aren't following JD on Facebook or Instagram, man, like some of the photos you're putting up, man, it's just it makes the outdoors look so sexy.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got he's definitely got some skill, and we talked about this before. I mean, you get some shots, and even I'm like, damn, I didn't even think of that,
dude.
Well, I'm always like,
JD's pictures are sweet.
Yeah. I'm always like, I need to pick your brain on how you did that, bro. And you're like, hit me up, and I never hit you up, and I'm always like, God damn, I need to hit JD.
JD definitely has some of the best posts and photos that I've read in kayak fishing for sure, man. And then, dude, I'll tell you what, JD, what you guys got going on as far as like the music thing and the positive vibes, it's something that, you know, is just refreshing to see online, man. So I appreciate what you guys are doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I appreciate the kind words. I mean, hearing that type of feedback just fuels me to keep pushing and to continue what we're doing. I've tried to recently I acquired some new camera gear, and I've taken some Sony classes to try to up the photography game a little bit more. So, but yeah, I mean, if you guys got questions or you want to bounce ideas off of me, or you want some tips or whatever, I am happy to share any and all info. And if you want some good drinks, yeah, but still rocking the Spark.
I'll have you know that mine has taken a swim and it still works.
Nice.
So shout out to DJI for building a sub-waterproof drone that can swim.
Yeah. It got some pretty killer footage. We did some media shoot stuff, and I just put out the first video. I did a walkthrough of my Unlimited, and Jay got some really cool like sweeping shots going past me as I was motoring around the lake and standing up casting and stuff. It turned out really good. So yeah. Definitely.
It's a good little.
You can dunk it in the water a little bit. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you should be fine. I mean, the manufacturer probably, you know, will tell you no, but it works. You know.
So real quick, boys and girls tuning in. I'm trying to think of a good question. Who was our first guest ever on the Paddle and Fin podcast? First person to get it right is going to get 2 153 baits, jerk baits. These are kind of like the Mega Bass jerk baits, man. Pretty sexy colors there. Just saying.
Can we guess?
Nope. JD could guess. We'll let JD guess.
I didn't even know that was Jason. But he won't. Such a good disguise on.
Yeah, that's right. There's no feather or fur on.
That was my doo-doo face.
Yeah. We got one answer. The guy from Savior Outdoors, and that is incorrect.
That would be Corey.
That is incorrect. So what's coming up, man? What's new, JD? What are you looking forward to for the rest of the year, man?
I guess for the rest of the summer, I'm gonna fish high altitude for trout. Fishing 4,000 to 5,500 feet up, and then I will be pursuing catching more smallmouth on the fly. I caught my first one this past weekend. So that was really cool. And then as soon as fall gets here, be definitely hard concentrating on trout. And I think maybe in October, I'm flirting with the idea of trying to go get a bowfin on the fly.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Awesome. That'd be nuts.
That would be cool.
Might break a rod. So I got to talk to Kevin at Douglas before I go do that trip.
You had to upgrade your rod a little bit.
Maybe to send me a rod to use.
Are you using the Sky G?
No, actually, I was gonna buy a Sky G 4-weight, and I have I've got an LRS 7-weight. I didn't want to throw a huge amount of money at a 7-weight because I won't use it that much. I've got a DXF 5-weight, which is like an extension of my arm, and then I have 2 upstreams. One's a 3-weight and one's a 4-weight, and those are probably my favorite rods. I love the feel of the upstream because it's like throwing bamboo.
Mm-hmm. So we have a correct answer in the chat. Jay Randall was the first guest ever. Cam Steele.
Nice job, Cam.
Going home with two
jerk
baits.
I feel so special.
Check out Cam's
like back to back.
No, there was a break in there. He was on first, and then he was
third.
like on a couple
I think I was on
episodes
third,
later. No, I just double checked because I thought it was either you or Scotty Purrs, but it was actually you.
Oh,
see that?
All right.
See, puff that chest out, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Cam Steele, message us with your mailing address to the Paddle and Fin Facebook page, and we'll get you taken care of, brother. Good job. Good job. Awesome, man. Well, JD, brother, it's always good catching up with you, my man.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Keep fly fishing, man.
Yeah, keep crushing it, and
keep
I
bringing
will
the
keep.
funk.
I will.
Oh,
keep,
yeah.
I will keep meaning to message you about how to make all those badass pictures, but I'll probably never do it.
Just send me some of your favorite pictures, and I'll edit them for you.
Just send a tutorial,
dude. Your inbox just got overloaded, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna send you back all black and whites. He's like, I couldn't work with that. Like all my failed pics turn into black and whites. I'm like, I can't. Like
he's gonna turn them into black and whites. Here, you look better now. Nobody can see your face.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, wait a minute. Did you use 35 millimeter like old school film too?
That's great. That's great. Well,
Yeah,
thanks for.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yes,
man. Go ahead.
Yeah. I used to use 35.
Yeah, me too. I loved it.
Yeah,
It was fun.
I used to have a Pentax K1000. That was my first camera when I started out in college.
I like it.
I had one of those that somebody had gave me that was in the Vietnam War, and it had a dent on the lens, like the edge of the lens where the cap would screw on. That was my first camera in art and photo in high school. I still have it somewhere, man.
That's so awesome.
I love it. Love it.
Hold on. Check out this one.
JD's ready for show and tell. It's like kindergarten all over again.
Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
It's one of the only, well, it is the only brown Kodak accordion I've ever seen.
That is crazy.
Usually they're black, but yeah. My grandpa gave me that one.
Nice.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Well, right on, brother. We appreciate you taking the time out tonight, man. Thanks as
Thank you,
always
fellas.
for
Thank all of y'all.
just being part of the family and always being willing to jump on and keep the positive vibes flowing. And Josh touched on it earlier. If you guys aren't following JD, it's every Friday, right? You do that?
Yeah, we need to get back to doing it. We've taken, I would say, a good month or two off from our hiatus on Friday, but I've talked to Todd actually just today. I was like, man, we've got to start this thing back up because I've had like 10 people in the last 3 weeks say, where's it at? So, yeah, we've got to get back on it. And everybody's being like, man, we missed the music and the diversity of music and just the message. Of course, I'm probably going to play reggae 90% of the time, but, that is who I am.
It's all right. It's all right.
Ja. I love it. I love it. All right, brother. Well, we appreciate you, man. Be safe. Tell the wife
Thank
we
you.
said hello, and
absolutely.
Happy belated Father's Day, my friend.
Happy Father's Day to all you guys, and happy birthday to Paddle and Fin and 600 episodes. Wow, that's fantastic.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks,
we
bud.
appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
See you, JD.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Next up,
in the house.
Next up on the docket, we got the man, the myth, the legend from California, slanging them flashlights and coolers. Mr. Nick Carlson, Pelican in the house. What's up?
He's the man that brings light.
Oh boy, what an intro! You guys are unbelievable.
Oh, you're muted, brother.
You're muted, Nick.
You're muted.
No, can't be.
Yeah,
I can hear him.
I can hear me.
Nope.
Are we all muted?
Are we all muted?
No,
No.
I can hear everybody.
What happened?
I can't hear.
Oh,
Dustin,
no.
can you hear us? Yeah, Dustin can hear us.
Dustin can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Yeah.
I can hear you fine.
The control center is going
Indeed.
down.
Oh,
Control
no.
center, hurry,
Something
come
here.
back. I can hear them talk, but
Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Yep.
We can't hear them.
Yeah, what happened?
Jeez.
All right.
Oh, no.
I'm going to bring Nick in. You guys run the show with Nick. We're going to reboot.
All right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Nick, you're fine. It's on their end. It's their audio. They lost it.
That's
So, man, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good. So this is going to be kind of a new take on things. This is brand new host. I've never met you guys. So this is awesome.
Yeah, I'm Brad.
And I'm Josh. But actually, me and Brad probably need to have you on to talk about some gear stuff about, Pelican and all the other cool stuff, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it was an absolute blessing running into to JD and Brian. Sourcing you guys out was huge. It's just been amazing. I mean, the response has been great. It's always an honor to come on the show, and we have very like-minded passions. You guys love to fish. I grew up fishing on a farm pond in Lee Summit, Missouri, and I fish sport fish now in Mexico, and the gear is different, but the reality is that the experience is the same, right?
Right. So how's business been going for you guys this year so far?
Awesome. Yeah, Pelican is going gangbusters, man. We are shipping cases and lights and remote area lights and coolers and custom cases like they're going out of style. Business is great. And we've been lucky, we've been fortunate, but we've had really great relationships with our customer base. If it's not government or utility or the outdoor marketplace, we've established our brand really, really well with customers like the folks that listen to Paddle and Fin and the folks that, fight fires and, protect our streets and stuff like that. And that's what Pelican's about.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's impressed me the most is the diversity you guys had. You haven't targeted just like one aspect outdoor community or just the outdoor community at that. Like you said, you guys are doing things for firefighters, all kinds of stuff. It's amazing to see the products that you guys keep coming out with, and it's cool because you're taking like one of your designs and you're tweaking it and you are thinking of different ways of where this can be applied. This product can be applied here, here, and here. And it's cool. It's cool to see the innovation that your company has.
Yeah, it's I've been there for a long time, and I've worn a bunch of different hats, and I've worked under some really great mentors. And I like to tell folks that the customers that I've met in the past and we've done business with, they become friends. Absolutely, they don't leave my iPhone, they don't leave my computer, and I've known people 20 plus years back when I was just a little runt pelican running around with a sample case and a credit card. Now, I'm working projects, big deals with folks, and a lot of that speaks to working for a family-oriented brand and bringing that message and that love to those customers that are out there,
right?
Yeah,
great intro that we have on the podcast. The Pelican commercial. That's the only one I don't skip out on. I love that intro. The video, the narrating is awesome.
It is sweet.
Good stuff. It is pretty badass.
Yeah. And Aaron Stiger, yes, this is Pelican cases since you're asking about it.
Which I was gonna say, like, ever since I've heard of these cases, I've been seeing them everywhere I go lately.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I'm like,
yeah, they're a lot more common than you think. I mean, it's like now when you see a case, you're able to identify it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're unique too. So you see a case, you're like, oh, that's definitely a Pelican case. It's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. We're celebrating our 45th anniversary. So we're in some folks' minds, we're a pretty young company. In my mind, we're an old company. But we're growing by leaps and bounds. Our biothermal division has quadrupled in size almost due to building cases to ship the vaccine all over the world. We've just launched Pelican Outdoors, which kind of caters toward the paddle and fin crowd, and that's outdoor product that wouldn't necessarily be considered a case or a flashlight. It's a any type of protective system. We got 9 different products on Pelican Outdoors now, excuse me. The cooler business is robust, the lighting business is robust. So it's a great day in Torrance. It's a great day in South Deerfield. And like I said, it's always an honor to be on here with like-minded customers. You guys fish, and I fish, and I love it, man. It's great.
Yeah. It's been cool to see the different things that people do with Pelican cases as well. Cause I know one of the big things that people got into is for fishing is when the YouTube game stepped up. It's a lot better to be carrying your cameras in Pelican cases, especially since they're waterproof. But it was kind of cool to see the twist when everybody started putting batteries in there and then making battery boxes out of them. And that was really neat. Because there's a lot of people who are always like, hey, where can I get a case? Where I need a case. I need a specific to this. And it's like Pelican's one of the first ones you should go to because you guys have so many options. It's not like you build one box, that somebody who's like, all right, I got a 30 amp hour lithium battery and it doesn't fit it. And I'm like, you got to check out a company like Pelican because they you might have to do some tweaking to yourself and make the battery box, but as far as running your wires and stuff. But you guys have a flexibility where people can put so many different sizes because you offer so many different options for things like applications like that.
Yeah, that's a good point, Josh. And yeah, that's what we do. If there's something that needs protection or your truss needs to go into a box, it should be our brand. Hundreds of different model sizes. The customization has become big business for us because we can bring that uniqueness to our customers now. And, you can go to pelicanfoam.com and drop in, whatever, if you got reels or if you got, a sidearm or, some sort of drone, we can do that all for you too. So it's leaps and bounds ahead of our competitors. And like I said, it's always a good day to go to work at Pelican because it's always a good challenge, and you can't beat the customers. The customers are awesome. I get to deal with the coolest people in the country, no matter, across the board.
Well, there's one important case you're missing, and I'll let Dustin ask this question because I saw he dropped it in the chat, and every time I talk to him, he's like, "Did you talk him into it yet?"
Talk to it. All right. If y'all are familiar, there are some storage rod boxes that are mountable to rack systems on vehicles and everything. And what I would love to see is one that is packable, one that has like a quick connect clamp that you can lock onto racks somehow and pack and go. I know Pelican cases are by far the best. I know my buddy's a photographer and travels on surf trips and stuff and packs his camera, and then he's had no issues with anything. We have some equipment at work that we use them in, so we know how rugged they are. And some of these other rod boxes just aren't up to par. The locking mechanisms have issues. The way they clamp down, it's just flimsy stuff. So
Nick's mad
something in that you could. Well, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but it'd be really cool to see something that you had a handle you could grab, and then you just flip a couple latches, and you pull it off your rack system, and you can tote it inside, and it seals with y'all's ultra weatherproof seal. So
stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Justin, for you, we're doing special Texas edition Pelican.
Hey, I will put it through the paces in the salt water with the redfish all over it and fish slime everywhere and all that good stuff.
I can see the next video. It's Dustin, and the case is so good. It's floating, and he's got it tethered to the kayak, and he's just red fishing the whole time. Like,
no,
I got a drop of water in there. I just pull it up beside me and switch my rods out.
Or actually, like be fighting like I'm fighting a fish, and I reel in that case. I'm like, oh yeah.
It's either that or Dustin's a big surfer. He'll be catching a wave on that case, man.
Oh yeah, I could do that too. That's all for sure.
Yeah, we got stuff coming out 2022 and beyond that is going to be mind blowing. And it is the whole concept of modularity is where Pelican is going, and the cargo is a stab at, hey, what can we can build a Pelican case? Can it go with my Tacoma, my GMC, what have you? And so we're going that direction. So like I said, there's a lot on the plate coming out at the end of this year, 2022. So you might just see that. I don't, no problem. Yeah. I'll put a word in Torrance for you.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
on, man.
Definitely do that. So Nick was kind enough to send us this badass 8060 LED flashlight from Pelican. We're gonna give this away right now.
Oh, sweet.
Those of you tuning in, drop in the comments what your favorite episode was out of the entire Paddle and Fin library, and we'll pick a winner.
You know, I was going to additionally say, like, the one case that I was really impressed with, and it's, you know, for its size, you wouldn't think that it would be so impressive. But once I saw Brian with the R60 Ruck case, that little thing is so cool. I actually tether that with a little bungee cord that I made loops at both ends, and I connect it to the frame of my seat, and I can fit a 20,000 amp hour what's it called, power cell in there. I have a solar one. I can put my phone in there if I need to charge. My keys fit in there. You can put a flashlight. You can put, like, you know, a headlamp. You know, you put anything in it, and it's stowed away under your seat, and it's cool because you have everything accessible. And, you know, in case emergency, you flip, it's tethered, you know, in this case. But I mean, it's waterproof. You know, thing is rock solid. You definitely could jump on this thing and not bust it. I mean, so for me, when I saw him with that, I was like, oh my God, I got to get one. I mean, I was like, why don't I have one of these? Because I always had to struggle with, you know, the front hatch and something stupid. And, you know, especially if you run out of power, you know, with your phone out there on the water, because you know how that is. Sometimes you get too many apps running. But I'm telling you, man, your phone, that'll fit in, you know, your phone, the power cell, keys, light, everything at once will fit in that little case. To me, the R60 is like the perfect, like, size for a kayak. So if you're out there in a kayak, consider that case, because, you know, you're going to have everything, you know, especially when the game warden comes around, you got your wallet right there too. So, I mean, everything's like right there, you know. That's how I feel about that.
Well, I think we have a winner for this wonderful Pelican flashlight. Let me get back to it. Robbie Barron said, I'll be honest, it's my first episode, so naturally it's my favorite.
I love it. That's awesome.
Welcome to the family, brother.
Yeah.
You just won a pretty badass flashlight. This is what all the cops use, right, Nick?
I would say it's an option for them. Certainly, it is a fantastic light to have. It does a lot, and it's super durable, and it's the kind of light you use to impress your friends. That's for sure.
There we go.
It's definitely impressive, Nick.
So, Robbie, after the show, message us your mailing address. We'll get this shipped out to you. Nick, just so we can keep the show moving, man, any final thoughts? Plug all the Pelican stuff, man, where folks can go check it out, all that good stuff, man.
Yeah, pelican.com. Check out Pelican Outdoors. That's new for us. I want to thank all the PNFers out there. Thank the hosts. You guys are awesome. Like I said, I feel right at home here. And maybe this year I will make it to the East Cape. Work depending, so we're working on that, and maybe I can bring you guys back some news from Mexico. We'll see.
Love it.
Oh, cool.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, brother, we appreciate everything you've done for us, man. It's
Definitely,
awesome to have awesome companies that stand by us, and you know, you guys have done some awesome things for our trail series, man, and all the guys and gals have been loving all that stuff, man. So we definitely appreciate you, brother. We'll catch up with you guys soon. We'll get you in touch with Josh and Brad, man. I think you would definitely enjoy sitting down talking with those guys. So,
yeah,
Dustin.
Yeah, and Dustin. Yeah,
Dustin. We can get Dustin on for that one.
Dustin just keeps showing up.
Yeah,
Trust me, dude.
Dustin's like, Dustin's always like, did you talk him into it? I'm like, dude, I mention it every time I talk to the guy. He probably is getting sick of me. I backed off a little bit. We'll go full attack on the birthday episode.
I'm working on it. Dustin, I'm going to go work on it right now.
We appreciate everything you do for the podcast. We sure are. Great to have a great company supporting all of it.
Yes, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Thanks, Nick, man. Have a great evening, brother. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Thanks, guys.
Nick Carlson, man. What a good dude. We're gonna swap some folks out. Sean, I'm gonna drop you down. Hang tight, brother. Oh, I cut him off a little bit. You guys ready for this next guest?
It's just Sean.
You guys ready
It's
for this
Drew,
next
right?
guest?
Drew,
I don't know.
right?
Is it?
Who's
is
this
it
next
Drew?
guest?
Who?
Drew? Who?
Uh-oh.
It's
Drew who?
What's
Oh!
up?
There he is. There he is.
Mr. Gregory. Oh,
Drew
yeah.
Gregory in the house.
What's up?
Me and Brad are
Congrats.
we're kayak dorks right now.
Fresh-
Like, it's Drew. Yay.
fresh off the Bass Nation kayak fishing. Well, no, you yell at me. It's not classic. It's championship.
Championship.
He's up in New York right now.
We got to get Armando in here too.
All right.
Armando's been sitting in the
Oh,
wings.
Armando's in. Yeah.
What's up, Drew?
We'll talk more later, Armando. You got some good.
Were you
points
ready
in
to
that
duke it out on
episode.
Thursday?
We're just gonna back out. all right. You have to keep it yourselves right now. We're gonna talk about other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, congrats, guys! 600 episodes. This is pretty cool, man. That's unbelievable. So, big kudos to all the Paddle and Fin family and all the hosts, everybody that's been a part of kayak fishing, really to bring us to this point. It's pretty amazing. So, good job, everybody.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we gotta thank you too, man. I mean, you're the true OG, one of the true OGs,
man.
right?
Thanks for
Like
kayak fishing, dude.
He's like, my name's just on a kayak or so. It's no big deal.
It's all good, man. Just
you guys.
I don't know. I'm easy to make embarrassed, so I don't really know how to respond to that. But I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the recognition, and we just love the sport. Those of us who happen to be, getting into it at the very beginning, are just as passionate. We just happen to get into it a little sooner than others, and kind of ran with it. So glad to be here, and just again, thanks to everybody. I love seeing all the comments you guys out there that are watching, all the fans. I see lots of familiar names, and just appreciate everybody. Aaron Stiger. Actually, I'm looking back through the comments. What was Aaron Stiger saying at 829 about he doesn't know? Drew may have been first. What were y'all talking about? I missed that.
Oh, I think somebody was asking if you had been on already.
Oh,
yeah.
Because we got a laundry list of guests tonight, so I'm sure a lot of folks were waiting to see the man, the myth, the legend himself. You know,
He's like, it's all good. I've been
what they said is they thought that Drew might have been one of the first guests.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
Gotcha.
when you asked that
On the show,
trivia
yeah.
question. So
Gotcha.
That was actually
Oh,
one
that's
of
what
the
it
first episodes I watched was with Drew and you guys.
You know what? I was thinking about this because I remember that episode. Jay knew Drew through Jackson, and he set that up. And I remember Jay was like, "This is your show, man. I'm gonna let you geek out," because I had never talked to Drew before, and I think I geeked out a little too much. And then I ran into Drew at that KBF FLW event on Nick and Jack. And Drew was kind of like, "Oh, there's that crazy dude that just kind of."
Dude, that was a fun episode. Actually, go back and listen to that, guys. It was fun. That's back when I was living in North Carolina, and I had to go over. We had such bad Wi-Fi. Remember, I had to go over to the local
college or something.
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
over
that's
there,
right,
Wingate,
that's right.
Wingate University, and I just roll in there like I'm a student into some open room in the evenings, just pop on the Wi-Fi and do podcasts. And then students would reserve those rooms sometimes late, and you didn't expect it. Next thing you know, the lights flick on, and a bunch of students come in there trying to do some art project, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, do you guys have this?" And then like I had to move or something. It was crazy, but anyway. But now I'm up here on Lake Champlain, getting ready for the Hobie Bass Open Series. Got the whole family with me, and the in-laws are here, and little Theo and Mama with new little baby Sophia, in her belly. So it's gonna be a fun trip. We're gonna have some family time, plus get in some pre-fishing time, and just hopefully we can catch some fish, man, and find some big fish up here. So it should be a good event.
Well, congrats on the new little one, man. That's super awesome.
Yeah, man. Thanks, guys. That's what it's all about, man. There's so much more to life than just fishing and all this stuff. And I know, we talk about the fishing obviously the most. That's what you guys are here to do. But man, there's more to everybody that we all talk to and interview, and you guys too. I mean, we have real lives, real families, and real, ups and downs like everybody. And it's hard to manage all that and still try to do what we do. So, I just want to, bring that up and just appreciate everybody for all the help and support along the way and all the prayers. And hopefully this little baby will stay healthy and Mom will be healthy. She's been having a tough time, so hopefully all will be good. And December 26th, or around that area, we'll have a new one.
Oh wow!
Christmas,
Yeah, Christmas, baby.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know what? I like these. That poor kid. He's gonna get cheated out. Cheated out of presents.
Dude, I hope so. Our first child, Theo, came a month early, like naturally, just came a month early. So hopefully, little Sophia will try to come in a few weeks early, so she won't be right in the mix because my parents have this December 28th and December 30th birthdays, right back to back with Christmas.
Man.
So it'd be nice if she can just come a little earlier, for us. But we'll see.
You guys have to plan on just taking like Christmas Eve on through, the New Year's Eve off every year. That from then on.
Yeah,
that's a good plan. It's
in the cards.
That's cool. But yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? What's the? I know.
Well, I want to say I gotta point this out because I brought this up in our host chat the other day. But it's killing me that Ken Morris and Cody Jennings from Jigmasters look like clones.
Yes, they do. Actually, yes.
You sound like clones too.
Yeah.
When I watched you and Ken talk the other day, I was cracking up because I couldn't hear Ken very well. I don't know if his mic's not on or if he's sitting so far back from the microphone. And I'm laughing because it reminded me when I first started on Paddle and Fin, and me and Justin had this huge volume change where I was extraordinarily loud and he was super soft spoken, and people would be like, "Dude, we got to actually turn it down when you talk, and then turn it up when Justin talks, and then when you talk, it's blasting my speakers out." But I was sitting there and I'm listening to Ken, and I'm like, "Is Cody Jennings on his podcast right now?" And I knew it was Ken, but I was like, "It's amazing that they look like and they sound like." I'll post up pictures and I'll do a video clip and you'll crack up. You're gonna be like, he lives in Ohio.
Yeah, you need to do a photo merge and throw them together and two different. Yeah.
Oh, Ken's not soft. Trust me, Ken's not soft. I'm just loud. Trust me. I know that. But anyway, but yeah, man. Possum Kingdom was cool. I mean, the bass thing was cool. I mean, it was nuts. So I don't know wherever you guys want to go. I'll talk about whatever, and we'll save Armando. We'll save a Thursday. We'll save that. But
we'll get out Thursday.
I'm on your side. Side.
He's sharpening the skewer right now.
Jay and Brian scare the crap out of me because Brian is like, "Hey, can you come on show Thursday?" He's like, "Why?" Drew is screaming at his radio, listening to the podcast. I'm like, "What?" He's like, he was texting me. I grabbed the phone. He said, "Listen, Drew knows a lot more than me. I'm not going to walk in and get smoked by Drew. You got to tell me what Drew is upset about before I go in and make a fool of myself."
No,
okay?
I'm backing you up, dude. Hey, I am going to back you up. By the way, I'm not upset about anything, but something I did want to clarify because I'm a big fan of the Paddle and Fin shows. I listen to them. We have long drives. Okay. Everyone knows that we have long drives.
Sure.
So I was listening to the one with Dwayne Wally recently. So awesome job he and the crew did at the, the Bass Nation Championship. And one thing he mentioned, which he kind of ran what he was talking about with me into something about sandbagging. He was saying that, we didn't know. Remember? He was like, we didn't know what Drew had. He's out there just going to work. He's working, and we don't blame him for not uploading the photos. Dude, I didn't have a signal. You guys know.
Oh, yeah.
Like half the time where I go, I don't have signal. So trust me, if I have signal, I upload right away because, you don't make a mistake. And later on, dude, if you catch 15, 20 fish in a day, you're scrolling through everything. Even if you hit the favorites button, well, dude, you hit the favorite every time. You got 15 favorites. I mean, you got to cull them out somehow. So I upload them right away so that the fans can follow along. My family doesn't sweat it out and know I have fish. And just it's better for the sport if we upload right away. So just to clarify that, because I know he went right into a sandbagging topic.
Okay,
he said,
Drew.
Drew's working. Yeah.
He kind of threw in Drew with sandbagging, and I was relieved because I'm like, okay, Drew's going to take it easy on me. That's going to distract him from whatever I'm going to take.
Armando literally called me in a panic, dude. I texted him, and he picked up the phone and called me. He didn't even text me back. He's like, "What did I say wrong? Is Drew mad at me?" Dude, I'm not ready to get thrown under the bus by Drew.
Am I ever mad at anybody? Is anyone ever?
No.
Okay. All right. So,
were you with Wally? Were you
no,
with
no,
Dwayne?
no. He just sort of it may have
It was interesting.
may have sounded like he thought they thought I was holding my fish back, but I didn't have signal. Look, my show and what I'm known for is hooked on
Yeah.
wild waters, not hooked on downtown waters with 5G everywhere.
Right.
Wild waters.
Don't let
I
Drew,
mean, come
don't let
on.
Drew fool you, dude. He's got a freaking dish. He's got like what is it? Like Elon Musk, like that Star Connect stuff. You know?
Yeah, that new Crescent model he's coming out with is going to come with 5G hotspot.
It's got Wi-Fi.
Got a hotspot built in. Yep.
You want to share a screen?
Watch your
I'll show
dryer.
you some pictures from Possum King. You want to share a screen? Some never before seen footage here. Here we go. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find that. Somehow pull that up here. This is going to be. Tell me if it's coming up. Is it coming up?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
All right, here we go. This is all unknown, unseen footage from Possum King. I'm
Is
writing
that
a
Josh Eldridge
recap.
from the background? Is that Josh Eldridge?
Here we go.
Right there?
This is me trying to go through a culvert. Look at the reflection of my sunglasses. And this is me in the culvert trying to get through, which I couldn't.
Oh, those pictures aren't coming.
Yeah,
up.
they're not
They're not
moving
coming
with
up.
you, dude.
All I
They're
see
not
is the
coming up?
one with the.
No.
Yeah,
We
it
just
I
looks
see
like
the
a
one with the
bush.
trash panda there,
Yeah.
but
What about
Yeah.
this? You see any of these? Are they moving? It's not moving?
No.
I mean, I've been always
Oh.
cracking up when you do your hooked on wild water stuff, and I'm like, is that true in waist deep swamp water? With like using his trolley motor to power over a tree. So-
Oh yeah.
Hang on. Let me try again. I'll give it one more shot here because I may have just picked the wrong window. Let me
So
see.
now it's like here's the moment where you start panicking because you're like, oh my god, you forget how to use your computer. Everyone's
that's true.
watching. You know?
Well, we got a couple comments in here, man, and I think a lot of people can relate to this. Rhino Joe Outdoors, Drew Gregory in his early videos got me into kayak fishing. Ryan DeLong, Drew's old school river bassin videos are why I bought a fishing kayak. Digital Well said, before I ever knew who Drew Gregory was, I saw the Pelican attack video, still one of my favorites.
Yeah, the
That's
goose.
Charlie
Oh,
from
oh,
DG Wells.
goose
That's
whisperer
Charlie.
right there.
And even to like this day, man, like Hooked on Wild Waters, like the show.
Yeah.
Dude, my girlfriend
It
used
was
to make
good.
fun of me so much. She'd be like, dude, Drew is on TV again. Like, I'm like, yeah, I just got you just going, dude. Like, I'm just watching them all, just sitting there, like, especially like a Saturday or Sunday, just chilling, just like, yeah, man, I just can't get enough. I mean, it was cool, man. Like, shows were great. I told you that in person too, of course. I mean, like,
They
I know
were
a
amazing.
lot of work goes into that, I know. But I mean, that was great content, man. Even to this day, there's not a lot of kayak shows that really live up to that. Like you I don't know, you brought everything good to it, you know what I mean? Like, especially with the subjects that you changed to, and I'm hoping one of these days maybe you can get some funding and some more time to do it again.
There, now they're scrolling, Drew.
There we go.
There you go.
Look at that.
Nice.
Here's some good ones here. There's JT. You guys, we're gonna go save JT. Go to this Tourney X tournament.
Yeah.
It's called Save JT. Jason Borofka's son. He's got a rare disease, so we want to do what we can to help him. It's just $50 to enter. You're gonna win a lot of cool prizes. I donated some stuff as well as pretty much everybody in the kayak fishing industry. So there we go. There I am at the Airbnb riding the bull.
See, this is the side of Drew I like.
Yeah. That's when the storm dumped it.
There's the goat I saved. Yeah, I just wanna show
saved
you
the
guys a
goat
few.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did save a goat. But
So
anyway,
Rick-
this is wild. That's why I was going to show you guys this, because these are wild places I'm in. They're not. Look at this. I'm trying to go through branches. Fighting my way through these sticks here. I mean, just to find, this is all pre-fishing, just trying to find some fish. There I am in the culvert.
Oh,
trying to get
wow.
fish.
Oh,
Jesus.
Dude, I don't know. That shot's a little, I mean, come
That-
on.
Yeah, this show's rated PG, Drew.
Yeah. What's up with that, dude?
There's some spiders in there too.
Yeah,
Let's keep
hey,
quite a few
hey,
people out of
there's
there.
kids
As
watching.
As soon as I feel a
Kids
spider,
watching.
I am dead.
Yeah.
13 fishing
Mondo
rods.
sees a spider, he's gone.
A
No,
little
man.
too close for comfort
Oh.
there, those 13 fishing rods. But anyway, it was a good time, obviously. Caught lots of big fish and had a good time, and just found fish in lots of different areas of the lake, pre-fishing and during the tournament. Look at that chatterbait, just choked 20. That's like a 20
wait.
or 20 incher.
Yeah.
But
There
anyway,
you go.
there's the one that can come off when it jumped. But
But wait a minute. You got one over here. We go. There's Josh Eldridge right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Right
see
there,
him.
camoed in the trees.
Yep, there he is.
y'all see which
Trash
one y'all
panda.
Okay,
The trash
There's a-
panda.
there's a few
So-
more, but I'll save them for another time.
So real quick, if
Yeah.
the first person to drop in the comments on what place Drew took at Possum Kingdom is going to get a $250 gift certificate to Torquedo.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
So
There you go, right there. Somebody
Get
better
that
jump on that one.
1103.
1103.
Oh, yeah.
403.
You want to hear a cool stat? This is sort of like
Justin Call.
Right off the
there
bat.
we go, Justin.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
He was like ready.
Hey, now, what the first one, the one who really is going to win is where am I going to place at Lake Champlain? Put it in the comments right now.
Hey, I got a question about Champlain for you, though.
There's only
I'm
one
gonna say
place
first
there.
place just because I don't want to get hammered on Thursday here. He's gonna take first. I'm calling it right now.
All right, Brad. Let's hear it, Brad. What is it? It's a crescent question. I know you're a big crescent.
No, just something for Champlain. Is there water that suits your strengths at that lake?
Listen, there's water that suits my strength in every lake and every location we go to, but some lakes, like a Lake St. Clair, Lake Erie, there's like very small amounts of it. You know what I'm saying? Like some lakes, there's more than others, and I just choose to fish. It doesn't matter if there's 5% of the eligible water that's my style. I'm going to probably try that 5%. Like I said this on a recent podcast, it's backwards than other people. I just have a different look at it. And until it proves me wrong or I start being unsuccessful with it, I'm going to stick with it. I don't go into a lake saying, I wonder what they're going to bite, and I wonder how I'm going to catch them, and I wonder what they're on. I go into a lake saying, somewhere in this lake, there's the right temperature, clarity, current for them to eat a chatterbait, spinnerbait, buzzbait, and I'm going to go throw that because if I can catch them on that stuff with 30-pound braid on a bait caster, cover water, in the end, it's a numbers game. I'm going to be more successful. So that's kind of my strategy, and there's definitely that here. Now, we are a little bit hamstrung because we can only launch on the New York side. So most all of the good rivers are actually on the Vermont side, and there's no launches close enough to paddle across the lake. It's usually like 5 to 10 miles across. So that's not going to – you're never going to get back. You know what I mean? And I don't have a pedal drive, so I'm not going to risk it either. Even with a pedal drive, that's a long run.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, I'm going to shoot for those wild places. That's what I always go to first. And if I have to back off and ever go fish somewhere that doesn't suit my style, I will, but I'm still waiting for the day where that happens. And so far it never happens.
Heck yeah.
Well, Drew, we wish you the best of luck, brother. We thank you for taking time out with the family and jumping on with us tonight. And just get out there and crush them, bro. And we'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, best of luck, man.
You guys can tune back in Thursday night, 7 p.m. Me and Jay will be live with Armando, Drew, and I think Jimmy Skinner may be back on as well. So
again, God.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
I
was gonna pre-apologize to Drew for that. Yeah, sorry, Jim. I mean, we gotta have.
Oh yeah, you gotta bring Jimmy on, man. Good dude. So, all right, guys. Well, look forward to listening to some of the rest of tonight, and you guys have a good night, and hopefully we'll go find some fish here.
Yeah, get them, brother.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks, Drew.
Right, see ya.
Release that crescent as fast as possible too. I want to get him on the show to talk about it.
Hey, real quickly, I wanted to say, Drew touched on the picture on it. Jason Borofka, he's going to be on my episode that airs tomorrow. His son suffers from one of the most rarest disease known to man. I think only 9 people have been diagnosed with it. Life expectancy is 5 years. He's paying a private laboratory to take care of him. The bill is $8 million. And we're trying. Everybody that can try to help out, go to savejt.com. Also, there's a tournament. All proceeds of the tournament go to SaveJT. It is chock full of prizes. I mean, the prices on that tournament rival any pay on any tournament. I'm talking. There's Minn Kota autopilot from Old Town. Douglas is going to send in rods. There's so many prices out there. They don't even know how they're gonna spread those prices out. But go check them out. Tourney X is SaveJT, and the website is savejt.com.
Jay is dropping the link into the comments for you folks. It's like a monthly event. He's going to drop the link to the Tourney X so you get signed up for that. He's doing it right now. So bam, there it is.
You can donate too if you don't want to enter the tournament.
And I dropped that in the comments as well. It's savejt.com. But let's get our next guest in here. He's been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I seen him down in there, Mr. Jonathan Workman from the 153 Baits in the house. What's up, brother?
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
What's
I
going
got to get
on,
out of the car for this one. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. I've been having a crap ton of internet issues, so I hope I don't go pixelated on you guys.
Well, you guys have been having some crazy storms over there in Ohio, I know, right?
Yeah, we have, and I actually got in the car because it started raining again, so it's sprinkling a little bit, but we'll get through it.
Very cool. Very cool, man.
Nice little sunset on the background there.
Yeah, sunset looks awesome.
Yeah, it's the it's beautiful out here. I live so far in the country that they don't even have internet out of here, so I have to use my phone for internet.
Yeah, which we did that show with you, and it started getting bad towards the end, but it was perfect the whole time, just about.
Hopefully, it stays perfect for this one.
Yeah.
Well, man, you know, you're a huge supporter of the podcast, dude. You and 153 Baits, we all can't thank you guys enough for what you do for us in the tournament series, man. And you guys are a new and growing company, and I know we have some new listeners in the house tonight, which is awesome. We already gave away a pretty badass flashlight. In this round of next giveaways, we're going to give away some more 153 Baits. But you know, you guys have been making some pretty awesome changes to the website. You're offering a custom painting option on hard baits and things like that, man. So maybe just give the folks a quick rundown on what's new with 153 Baits, what you guys are doing, and all that good stuff, man.
Well, we was out down at Dale Hollow, and we had several people tell us that, hey, we need other colors. We like black and blue, so we have started working with black and blue. So here's one of the black and blue yo bugs. It's getting ready to come to you.
Heck
nice.
I love black and blue.
Here's a black and blue crawl. It's getting ready to come to you. A black and blue swirl donkey tail, and a black with blue flake. This thing flashes like crazy.
That's
and it's
what
on
I'm
the one
talking
side.
about.
It's got really dark with light flake. The other side is really bright flake. It is absolutely amazing.
Nice.
It flashes.
I've been
like
using
crazy.
those donkey tails a lot lately. I love those things.
They're solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those that they don't sink super fast like like the Yamamoto's, but they also don't stay up high like some of the other ones. It's kind of like a equal balance. And I have huge success with Nika rigging them.
I haven't tried that with those yet. I've been wacky rigging them quite a bit.
Yep. Also, if you use the what is it? The turkey foot, turkey leg.
Turkey leg.
So it's like a Nika rig, but you take a 2/0 offset hook and you run it down the donkey tail and run the string through the top of the donkey tail. So every time you pick it up, the hook, you got a 2/0 hook that's sitting offset and it's bouncing off the bottom straight up and down. Mike Iaconelli is one really pushed that. You should check that out.
Anything he pushes, I'm gonna try, man. That dude's videos, like, he has some good stuff.
He does.
Yeah,
for sure.
I started throwing the Tokyo rig because of his videos, and I've caught some of the biggest fish I've caught lately on that thing.
So I have something here, Brad, that you have not seen. I've been holding this to myself till this night. Been working with a manufacturer, and
here comes the juice.
Ooh, good down.
Spider.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Can you send
Top
some
water?
of those? Hey, Brian's in here. Can you send some of those to Brian, like, secretly? Like, make sure it jumps out of the box. He's seriously on the room right now. Please do it.
Oh
Please.
my God. Jay, you remember that float we did when you guys came to town?
Yeah. I know. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, he's like, I'm about his boat. Seriously, John, send those over here. It'll be great.
I will. I will.
That's awesome.
Just put
I'll
some
set it
springs
up.
on him, dude.
Yeah, I'll
That'd
set
be
when he
great.
opens it up, it just flies out of the box.
Dude, I'm always sending pictures of spiders. He's like, why are you sending me pictures of spiders? I was like, because it's fun.
Here's one of the custom ones that Brad sent in to get custom made. Brad was one of the ones that kind of spearheaded our custom line on our website. He brought it to my attention. I loved it. So we created a link, and he used it, and we created this. Brad, if you want to talk about your favorite color here.
I'm sucker for Fire Tiger.
Fire Tiger.
Me too, man. That's such a good color. I mean,
redfish will crush that here.
That's pikey right there.
Yeah, I mean, I've caught saugeye, bass, largemouth, smallmouth. They've all hit it.
It is a great color.
Especially the saugeye. For some reason, they like those neon colors like that.
But yeah, definitely.
So we had a competition to name this bait the Sour Apple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool! Nice. That's a great idea. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So that would turn out. So I was sitting downstairs, and my daughter's like, "Hey, Dad, you need to make a purple one." So I made the sour grape.
Oh, cool!
Sweet.
Is that the wobbler?
Yep, that's the wobbler.
I like that color.
Yeah, it's neat.
These crankbaits look so good in person too. Like the camera don't do it justice.
Let me see if I can get this one in.
It's funny how easy it is to sell us a crankbait, especially, dude. You don't even know how many crankbaits I got. Like the lighting's not. It'll back off a little bit. Okay,
is that a custom one?
No, that's not a custom. That's one of the ones on our website.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not going to get the blue out of that one. This one's it's like a teal with like a dull orangish yellow on the bottom, but this is a great like little bait right here too.
Yeah, that's called the Bahama Breeze.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Sense. That's Matt's. That's Matt's custom.
Yeah, that's Matt Souter's custom.
Yep.
So here's another one of ours. This is a red that we actually make ourselves. So I actually mix the colors and make this red, and I call it Freedom Red. And it is when it hits the water and that sun hits it, it almost glows.
Oh,
huh.
Yeah.
Is it like a fluorescent type of paint?
No, it is not a fluorescent paint, but it's just something about it. When it hits, it's almost like a red beacon going off saying, "Bite me."
You're gonna be like those shoes that are made, like little drops of blood in there in every one of your baits you make.
That's cool.
And we are running Vector hooks. So they're an upcoming company that's actually was at the Bassmaster Classics this week, and a couple of his guys were actually hooking some monsters down there. So we're using Vector hooks on a lot of ours right now.
Nice.
Sweet.
So when can we expect a paddle and fin series of custom painted hard baits to come available on 153 Baits?
You tell me when, we'll make it happen.
Boom. We're gonna get to work. So we got a couple of your bladed jigs, brown, a chartreuse and white, and that Bahama Breeze crankbait. So for the first person that could drop in the comments where 153 Baits is based out of, this state, will get to take those home. John Rapp is in the chat, says, "Hey, Big John."
What's up, Rapp?
Big Daddy.
We're also playing around with making buzz baits.
Boom, Lucas in there.
There you go.
Nice. Coffee finally won something.
In there, quick, boy.
Man, you know what? Can we pick someone else?
Oh, man.
That was for Ryan.
That was for Milford.
Milford just texted the group. He said he's not allowed to win it.
Yeah.
I already wrote his name down.
So I have something else I've been holding out as well that Brad knows nothing about. This is the 3-inch Yo Bug and a Smalley Magic.
Ooh,
nice.
I like that.
I need some for the Tokyo rig, man.
Yep. And
there you go.
These are all the 3-inch. This is the crawl color.
You're tugging at my heartstrings, John.
Brian's a big jig guy.
Here's white.
There you go. Spawning days.
Man, Luke Coffee must have had Ohio typed in, man, because he beat like everybody in the chat.
Yeah, he did.
Black and blue as well.
John, I feel like you should be at the water tossing these at the same time while you're talking to us.
Oh, that would.
Yeah, that's what we got to do. We got to do a podcast with you live on the water, throwing baits, man. He's even got the kayak there ready to go.
I'm sitting here on my Hobie because my boy and I is taking a 3-day fishing trip together. So I'm out there getting it ready to go. But
Oh, I mean, well, now you need to go catch a fish. Oh,
Absolutely. So I have one more I'll show you here that, again, Brad's never seen. And it's getting kind of dark, but these are, let me see if I can get closer to light here.
there, lighting's decent right there. Yeah, there it's fine.
All right.
Oh, you talked about those. I just haven't seen them yet.
I'm actually hand pouring these.
Nice.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
And so
That looks like a good shaky head worm.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, they're only about 4 inches.
Oh,
okay.
Is that the flatworm
So
you were
like a
talking
drop
about?
shot, maybe?
Yep, drop shot flatworm. Yep.
I'm gonna have to slide in your DMs.
Are those pretty buoyant?
They are, because what we use, we don't mix our plastic yet. We're still working on the formula for that.
Mm-hmm.
But what we have done is we have we remelt a lot of our stuff that we fished with just to try this mold out, and we have found that if you reheat it a couple times, all of the salt goes to the bottom. So these dudes are floating like Ned sticks.
Oh, that's perfect.
So, So let me show you one of our beaver tails I started pouring, and I'm sorry I'm not organized for this, but
Oh, look at that little thing.
That's nice.
That's nice.
about 3 1/4 inches.
Oh, that'd be perfect on the 1/8 ounce jig head or something.
Yeah, drop shot. That's super cool, man. That's super cool. Where can the good folks go and find all this good stuff, man?
The 153baits.com, and starting at midnight tonight for 1 week, discount 25% off. Type in 600, 25% off everything in the store except for apparel.
Yeah, buddy. How about them apples?
Oh, I'm gonna drop that in the comments right there, boys and girls.
Yes, sir.
Yep, at midnight tonight until next Monday at midnight.
I want to see you get so many orders right at midnight, 12:01, that you're overwhelmed tomorrow morning.
Yeah, bombarded.
Well,
gonna
the
be a busy
problem is I can't fill them until next Monday because the boy and I's going fishing. The boy comes first. Sorry, fellas.
Yeah.
Always family first.
I'll say first person to buy $75 or more at your store, we'll send you a free shirt from Pet on Fin.
Oh, Jay stepping it up.
But it's gotta happen tonight.
No, it can't happen tonight. Tonight it happens at midnight.
Midnight. Okay. This morning.
Yeah, there you go. That's the proper terminology, Jay. That's the proper terminology.
Hey, John, did anybody ever catch that a fish on the Christmas tree yet? Oh
no, nope.
Dang it!
I had one person buy one since that podcast, but I have not received any photos yet of somebody catching fish on that. Yeah,
I thought you'd get one.
I was hoping. I was really hoping, but nothing. But however, a lot of orders been coming in for that swim bait, that bluegill swim bait. That's a lot has been coming in for that. So
yeah, I saw that down at Dale Hollow. You were showing me that, and that thing looks sexy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
And it swims about 16 inches, 12 to 16 inches under the water, and it just moves beautifully.
Just real quick, man, going off of what Drew was talking about, the Save JT tournament is at 278 entrants already.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty awesome. Well, brother, we won't keep you, man. We'll let you get rigged up. Sorry, we're running a little behind, but I dropped those links down in the code. We'll put that in the show notes as well. The Save 153 Bait or the 153 Bait Company website address is linked up in all the show notes, and so any podcast you can go find the 153, and then use promo code 600 for the next week. And that'll get you 25% off.
That's right. They're getting the same discount the pro staff team gets, so they're going to be mad at me. But
there you go.
Make it up.
You all are pro staff now for 153 Bait.
1 week only. Your special rate.
Well, you and your boy have an excellent trip, brother. We appreciate all the support, and we look forward to seeing you soon. And if there's anything you need from us, man, we're always here. Just give us a shout out. And then always go back and, John has done a couple podcasts with Brad and Josh over on the Final Cast as well, talking about more in depth about the baits, the painting, and all that good stuff, man. So go check that out if you guys haven't listened to those episodes.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, John.
Thanks,
we'll see you
bud.
soon, man.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, guys.
Later.
See you,
Have a
bud.
good one.
All right. Our next guest I'm super excited about. She has been waiting anxiously. But first, you guys ready for this? You guys ready for this?
Oh, my God. Hold on, my decoy's on timer. There we go. Welcome to the duck blind, boys.
Oh my
God. That's awesome. I've always wanted to duck hunt, man.
That's why we have a Brad. He's the better one.
Oh, jeez. All right. You guys ready for this? I know my wife was watching earlier. Hope she's not watching anymore because I got a crush on this woman right here. I'm just saying. This is my new crush. Mrs. Katherine Field in the house.
What's up, Kate?
Hey guys.
What up?
Oh, if I go missing, it's Brian's wife. I'm real sorry.
Oh man,
That's good. You're good.
That is funny.
Oh my God.
You're good.
I love the duck house though. That was epic.
I saw him down there in the wings. I saw him down there in the wings. He had the face mask on, the Mojo decoy going in the background.
Had to bring him on. Yep,
Dude, that's
for
awesome.
sure.
That's
For
awesome.
sure.
So, where in the world is Katherine Field now?
I'm in Addison, Vermont, on one side of Lake Champlain. Yeah, so I'm gonna start pre-fishing to hopefully get ahead of Drew Gregory.
There you go. I was going to bring that up. I saw in the chat when Drew
I may have
said,
smack talked a little bit.
Yeah. Drew said, "What place do you guys think I'll be in?" And Katherine commented, "One spot behind me."
Oh yeah.
I know. I that's just pure smack talk, though. I've never been to Vermont I was in New York City once, but that doesn't count. New York and Vermont are beautiful, and I'm excited to get out on Lake Champlain. And this thing's massive.
Yeah.
I don't even. It's a little hard to wrap your head around. I sort of think of it as a mix of like this beautiful northern freshwater with the size of Kentucky Lake, and so far the cell service at Kentucky Lake it's pretty bad. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I found a bait shop that had some pretty unique baits that I never. Okay, if you know anything about me, I buy baits because they're pretty. Probably not.
Me too.
Also,
I'm pretty sure we do too.
Oh
so
yeah.
this
You're
is
not
like
the only one.
This is my new thing now that I got are like these plastics with like rabbit fur on them.
What?
So I know I'm calling them their Bob Ross special because they look like a paint kit.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually
Happy
seen
little
some
bits.
Ned sticks like that have the hair on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, so this has
Those look pretty cool.
it too. Yeah, this had these Ned sticks on it. But I don't know. I got them. I thought, how cool would it be? Like if I did really good, somebody asked me, I'd be like, Bob Ross, I got this.
That's awesome.
She's gonna be like,
Happy little tree right here.
Yeah,
happy
the
tree.
happy little tree. Yeah, the little sky. We just go with
That's
it,
right.
For
So
sure.
yeah. So
Oh.
I always find like local stuff. It's a lot of fun to do something like that. I guess they're made on St. Lawrence or something like that. But anyways, so that's what's going on. Hey, Jesse.
We got a lot of Katherine Field fans up in the house.
Yeah, look at
tonight.
this.
Shout out to them.
Sure.
Like, Drew
Catherine
ought to
has
be
their own-
jealous.
We got a lot of them right here on the
Entourage.
show too. Right here.
Right.
I mean, it just wasn't not that long ago. You were down here fishing some coastal inshore waters with me at one time.
Yes.
And then now you're way up in Vermont. It's like, oh wow, girl,
I know.
It's like you're always on the grind, covering ground, covering miles, steady driving, windshield time.
Do you know any kayak angler that has a bigger groupie following than Kate? No one.
No.
Everybody.
I think I'd have to agree with that.
I do.
I think so too.
I know personally. I watch where you go on your Instagram because I think it's cool.
Stalker.
Like, who are we going to see?
It's just like she's in a different spot every day, and I'm like,
who are we going to see with her with next? That's what I look forward to.
Yeah.
Like, just make sure the Vermont police know.
I don't think it's my wife. I don't think it's my wife. You got to worry about. It's probably Brad.
He's gonna leave them cake balls.
Yeah, he's gonna slide up in them DMs on
no, man.
IG.
The list of suspects keeps growing. Dang. Oh my gosh. I bought I traded in my Ford Edge for a 1-year-old used truck, and I put 12,000 miles on that puppy in the last month and a half. So
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? Keep it.
I'm about to get another truck soon. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I was just in Ohio, and before that, Kansas, and man, Kansas is amazing, guys. Lake Wilson. Oh my gosh, I'm
trying to think of that lake that I fished out there that KBF had a trail series event on in 2019. It was like a reservoir, but it was super cool. It reminded me of like Texas with the flooded reservoirs where the trees are popping out everywhere. Like down south, and that's how this lake was. It was just like flooded timber everywhere.
Yeah,
and that's my jam right there.
Man, it was amazing. They had some of that in this lake, but it was a lot of like limestone bluffs. Got pretty deep, but the bass were still on beds, which was like such a mind switch when you go on summer pattern with Sam Raber, and you're out in Texas on a summer pattern, and then you just all of a sudden you're back in spawn, and it'll be interesting to see what Lake Champlain's like, because I think the water's still pretty cool here. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I had so much fun fishing with Dustin. He is a redfish whisperer. I'm like trying. And I'm not lying. I am like casting, and Dustin's like doing circles around me, casting and like catching a redfish over here, catching a redfish over here, like behind me, catching a redfish. I'm like, dang that, guys. It's like, I'm like, how many got Dustin? Oh, only 13,
Dustin, if you want to get tipped on your guided trips, you have to let your clients catch the fish.
I just wanted to catch one, man. It's like, it was, they were being stingy that day. They were. You had to have the presentation right for the way the spoon was burning over the grass. I had it hit right over the potholes in the sand pockets in the grass and stuff. So it was they were actually being pretty stingy though. They were. She did hook one and felt that pull though. I know
I
that
did.
She did have one on at one time and had a few bites that dinged her up pretty good. But she got some trout. She got a black drum the next day. Had a good little time over there. Had to enjoy lunch and
yeah,
that was a good time.
It was a lot of fun.
Excited for you to get back down here.
Yeah, man, I had a lot of fun out there, and the saltwater fishing was. I mean, that's what as a kid. That's what I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, and we did salmon fishing and stuff. So it was nice to sort of have that feel again. But man, it's beautiful down there on the Gulf of Mexico. Like I'm gonna be back there maybe in the fall when it's not scorching hot.
A little cooler. The redfish will be grouped up more in the backwaters and stuff. But yeah, where we were at is just beautiful. I mean, it's just pristine grass flats, clear water. Deal with a little wind here and there, but it didn't really get too rough. I mean, I think I was just buzzing around with the motor, and then I was like, oh man, I would have to.
She's just doing it circles, catching fish. It was awesome though. It was a good time. So, and I've fished with Armando too, man. We fished last summer.
Yep.
I learned so much fishing with Catherine. I learned so much that the sinker with the wacky rig, weightless wacky rig. Man, I started throwing that after I fished with you, and it's it's almost like cheating. You pretty much guaranteed you're gonna catch. I took my wife fishing the other day with me, and her first bass was just the same technique. I'm like, yes, the same technique you showed me, and it was just drop. I drop it, throw it, just let it drop. Don't touch it. As soon as it dropped, boom, she felt that, and she was she's hooked on it now.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. We fished at Lake Athens in Texas, and man, I love that place.
Yep.
That's the first time I ever ran into schooling bass, and that is so much fun. And
Cher was killing it that day.
Well, Cher is so good though. She kills it every time. Like I just honestly, when I go fish with her, I just like to follow along and watch her just pull in giants, so I could just like cheer her on. Man, she catches the biggest bass, so she's really good.
She is. I've told her, like, Cher, why are you not on a tournament? Like, if she was being on a tournament, she would get everybody a run for her money.
Cher, are you listening?
She's really good. She's really good.
She's really good, and she did Broken Bow, and she's done Lake Fork. So, yeah, I think that there's a lot of awesome women anglers, like you see Jessie Becklenberg commenting in here, and Kath Polly. There's a lot of women that are doing tournaments, and I just want to give a shout out to them because, you know, they don't get a lot of FaceTime or anything, and they're out there grinding in tournaments. And I think, you know, eventually over time, you're going to see a lot more ladies up on those big paper checks.
Oh yeah,
getting those trophies and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. How's the look up there in Vermont?
It's been very bad weather.
Really?
Like I don't know what happened when I came here. Like the squall came through and trees went flying and power lines are down, and I don't know. It's been thunderstorms and a lot of heavy rain, but hopefully that'll blow through. But this lake's so big. I mean, I just want to find a place that's protected if it gets nasty. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm here with Judy and John Richardson, and I think John won. Did he win the KBF Trail at Candlewood? I think so. And Judy did really good too. So they both cashed checks, and so we're hoping Trisha Angelini's fishing in this one. So there's a few of us ladies out there gunning for it, so we'll see how we do.
We're gunning for you, Kate. You're due for a big old check. We're
show them little boys.
Show them what's up. You got it. You got this.
Look, I got a couple goals.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, you do big time. Tell them.
I have some goals though for this one. Is I really like. I need one more. I want to try and get another top 20 finish for the Hobie before the end of the year, so maybe I can get in the TOC. But my goal is be ahead of Drew Gregory, so I can back up my smack talk, and be one also ahead of Mike Iaconelli. So last year on day 2, I managed to outfish him by 1 spot. So I want to make that my goal this year, that all my tournaments, if he's in, that I could at least, if I don't cash a check or something, I'm at least 1 ahead of Mike Iaconelli. Don't kill me, Mike.
Yeah. I know. You know what you should do? Yeah. Just pull it behind him and then catch a fish from under his boat.
Yeah. If you message me, I will
deja vu for him.
I will teach you the tricks on how to do that. Oh, unfortunately, Drew just chimed in and he said, "It's on, Catherine."
It's on. It is on.
Drew. All right. Yeah, it's a showdown, nice. Drew. Yeah.
There you go.
Drew's. I'm gonna look for the 5% of the 5% that Drew Gregory is looking for.
Yeah. There you go.
So.
But all seriousness, Kate, I've seen you. I've always. The first thing I do when I look at a tournament is where's Kate standing. Yep. And every tournament seems you going up and up and up. And the time on the water, I know it's pain for you right now. You're not just up and coming. You have arrived, and it's only a matter of time when that first place is coming. And it's going to be coming. Yes, we see it. We see it every time we look at that tournament. She's creeping up that leaderboard. Every tournament, she gets closer.
The internet is
congratulations
gonna
for what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna there's gonna be a blackout and like
we're gonna be
down.
throwing down on whose podcast you're gonna be on first.
Exactly.
Better be paddling Finn.
Better not be Dark Waters.
Yeah, Josh. Screw that guy.
Take that, Josh.
Good job.
I don't know. He does drink good beer, so I don't again.
What?
Beer.
Wait a minute, what's the name of my
you a
podcast?
bottle of whiskey.
What's the name of
I
my
know.
podcast? Do it.
I know, Armando. I know. I just joke with you, but you guys, that's really kind of you. I mean, I haven't been doing this very long, but I certainly I'm all in on this, man. I quit my job. I'm traveling around America, fishing everything I can, and trying to learn as fast as I can. And sometimes I'm learning in the tournament and just winging it and flying by the seat of my pants. And I guess all I want to say is to everybody out there, like, follow your bliss, really. If you have passion about something and you really want to jump into this tournament fishing or you want to learn a different technique, like there's nothing stopping you but you, and just put that time in and just keep going. And even when you get really down, there's times where I've been down and I'm like, man, I don't want to go to this tournament. I just feel burned out or whatever. And I get out on the water and I'm surrounded by such beautiful stuff. And I start catching fish, and it's a real healing thing. And I truly believe that you can really follow your dreams. It's a lot of hard work, but it doesn't mean you're going to be super successful. I am I don't know. I'm not very successful. I cashed one check this year, and actually the Mike Iaconelli half a spot. I'm doing like this online tournament with half a spot with him. So that's like my secret plan, is to go up against Mike Iaconelli head to head. So I'm trying to get up in this tournament to do that on Lake Gunnersville. So hopefully I'll qualify for that. But can't ditch me, Mike. I'm coming. But yeah, man, you gotta, sometimes I found when I was like at work, all I could think about was what I wanted to do tournament fishing and trying to learn everything that I could on my lunch breaks and things like that, and fishing before and after work and all that. And it's just time on the water. And if you just don't get down on yourself, like believe in yourself, and everybody. It's something I said in that the Bass Fishing for Noobs podcast about starting out, is like, don't compare yourself to Drew Gregory, for example. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't compare myself to where Drew Gregory is right now. You're on a trajectory, and you should compare yourself really to yourself, where you were 6 months ago or where you were a year ago, to really see your progress. And that's compare yourself to yourself to really be able to see your growth and be positive about that. And don't be discouraged about that. So, if you guys are thinking about doing the Hobie BOS on Lake Champlain, man, please go sign up and come out and do this. There's an amazing fishery here. It's massive. There's smallmouth, there's largemouth. I'm excited to try my Bob Ross little things here. And I got some other things that I want to try. I've got like some fighter flies that I want to use, and I want to try and catch something on the chicken, just to say I caught something on the chicken. So, I always have like some techniques I want to try while I'm pre-fishing and learning stuff. And anyways, I just really appreciate you guys giving me a chance to come on and chat on your 3rd birthday and your big bash. I'm really honored that you'd want to chat with me. And I hope, if anything, I can help inspire other people that really maybe think that they're not good enough. Like, you can be good enough. This is anybody's game out here. You don't get discouraged that there's big names and Mike Iaconelli and whatever that they're going to beat. It's anybody's game out here. It's just, figuring out that puzzle and putting it to work and fishing good. And anybody can do that.
So real quick, we're going to give away 2 Paddle and Fin t-shirts. Katherine has been on more than one segment on Paddle and Fin. If you guys can name one of the segments she has been on, then you will get a t-shirt. So,
and she already gave you the hint earlier.
You mentioned one earlier.
Yeah, she already mentioned one. So you better have been paying attention.
Dustin Call.
Dustin Call just got one. And Regina Jones, my girl.
Yeah. There you go. Regina Jones. There you go. Yep.
Oh, you guys are very kind.
So real quick, before we let you go, I listened to the Bass Fishing for Noobs show that you did, and I had sent you a message, and I thought it was pretty powerful. You know, you just listed off all these things you're going along trying to do, and you know, you've been just out there just slaving away, trying to make a name for yourself, doing stuff. But the thing I took away from that the most was, you know, you were talking about a tournament. You weren't sure how well it was going to go. And you were talking to another angler, and they were like, well, I could give you my backup spots. And you said, I don't want your spots. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it myself. And that was pretty damn powerful, I thought. I think, and I see it in the tournament world, a lot of guys share information and things like that, whereas you're just out there doing it for you, doing it for yourself, no matter what the outcome is. And I just want to commend you on that. I know I already sent you a message, but I think it's powerful, and I think a lot of guys could take away from that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, kayak fishing is an individual sport. And, you know, if you can go out and accomplish that on your own, especially, I think you yourself claim to be one of the biggest and best noobs out there or something, or the guys, you know, but you are really, really just, you know, just one of the awesomest people out there. But real quick, we have another special guest, and he would like to jump in and say hi to you before you take off. Mr. Mike McKinstry's in the house.
Hey,
Who let that guy in?
Shay's like, oh crap.
Where's our bouncer? Where's our bouncer? This is
Jay's like, security.
Jay's just worried he might have to read with that book collection. I mean,
There's so many people in here. I don't know where to look. I
Mike,
want to make sure I came on and said hi to Kate before she left.
hi, Mike. Mike.
Hollywood
Mike,
Squares or something.
Yeah.
That's the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch.
Yeah, we could start pointing up and like over and.
Mike is a really kind guy, and he's one of the first live streams and stuff that I started watching when I was kayak fishing, and his you know, Bass Watch TV and that, and I've always been a big supporter of Mike McKinstry, and he's done a lot of really positive things, and that's some of the thing that I really believe in is really trying to be positive and pay it forward, and he's done a really good job with that, and I've tried to support that as best I can, and I'm just really glad to see you, Mike, and wish you the best. And I just want to say thanks, guys, for having me on. I'm really honored that you'd want to talk to me and chat, and I just really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and just thanks. So.
And before you go,
mean a lot
Kate,
to the
like,
kayak fishing community.
I hope everybody out here knows too. Like, Kate is a huge inspiration to me and a lot of people too. I mean, you know, the stuff that Kate does. Like, if you don't watch her on YouTube, even or her vlogs, I mean, you're missing out on
vlogs.
I love your vlogs. I really do. Like, I actually legit enjoy your vlogs because they're so real, and they're like, you do a great job with them. And like you know, I get in these moods sometimes where, like, when I watch your vlogs, I'm like, you know, thank you. Like, I feel so much better about, like, it just motivates me. Like, they're inspiring.
Oh, okay.
You do a great job.
I think I sort of feel like they're super dorky, like, but you know, that's for me. I like doing them. I actually started doing them after my surgery. I was just really isolated and at home alone and had no one to talk to. And my camera, I got this camera, and it was sort of like my Wilson, you know, for Castaway. So, you know, I could have a conversation, and I thought, man, I'm going through so much. Like, I should be able to share this, because I know I'm not the only person out there that's going through difficulties and trying to make their way. And I know that other people maybe don't have a chance to voice that. So at least maybe that helps somebody around. And so as I just kept doing it, and a lot of it's sort of just dorky stuff, but but it's real. And I've been trying to just share not just stuff I do, like not just me. I want it to use it to elevate and highlight other people's lives and the good stuff that they're doing. And yeah, sort of like Mike McKinstry does, but not as cool. But
it's cool.
Yeah,
You do an awesome job. You inspire
I
people without
appreciate it.
having to try. You do a really good job.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Well, thanks so
Catherine.
much. All right.
Kick it.
Good
Kick
luck,
some
guys.
ass.
Happy birthday.
Good
luck.
Keep
All right.
up the good work.
All right. I'll see you in the winner's circle, Drew.
There you go. Boom.
Go.
Shots fired.
Catherine Field, boys and girls. Catherine Field. We got Mr. McKinstry in the house, but we got one of our other hosts. So, Brad, I'm going to drop you down for a minute, and we'll get this other guy in here.
I'm wondering how Hurlboss is doing over there in his jacket.
Mr.
I'm all right.
Jimmy
I'm sweating
Skinner.
a little bit. I'm
Dude,
I didn't,
I was like-
I didn't even see him in the middle. He was camouflaged in. I didn't even see him. Until he moved.
I'm
Well,
sweating
throw the
for you. I'm
decoys
like,
on.
oh my god.
Makes you appear.
Beardy man.
Mr.
in the house.
Basquatch himself is in the house, boys and girls.
What's up?
I'm waiting for Mike to put in the digs on Jay. That's the whole reason you're here, Mike.
That's the only reason.
I'm here to do what with Jay?
Whatever your heart desires.
You
my friend.
know.
Actually, I do want to thank you, Jay. Now that you're on here, I got a 5-gallon drum of Vaseline sent to my house. So thank you very much, Jay. I appreciate that. I assume that's for an upcoming trip you have coming over. You just want to prepare or something. I'm not
Sure.
but-
Yeah. Get ready, Mikey. It's
That's
gonna
the only
be
reason I
slippery.
jumped on when I did, is to hear all this.
Yeah, you know what's funny is
Oh,
if I don't start out with that, I think Brian will get so let down. I think that's like part of the reason why I've been on the show so much is he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna hear what stupid thing comes out of his mouth about Jay.
He only got like a 2-gallon jug, so
I
He's only got like a
didn't
pump
even
on top and everything.
I didn't even tell Jay you were coming on tonight. I think I told him right before we started, right? And you were like,
I knew he was coming on.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I mean, why would we have a show and not have Mikey on it?
Because Mike McKinstry he's the man. I mean,
he's the icing on the cake.
Oh,
That's
geez.
wrong.
There's icing on something.
Oh boy, I should have asked like what the theme of this was before. Maybe I overdressed. I noticed that Brad took his jacket off, and I think got a little bit steamier up in here. So
I did.
I was
Like you're
I was
in the
wondering if
house,
he was
it just got a
gonna
little
make
hot.
Armando's taking off. Thanks for jumping in, brother. Thanks for everything.
Before I go, real quickly, Mike, that episode you did, we talk about pay it forward. I thought that was really good.
Thank you, man.
It would have been the best part if it wasn't for the storytelling about how you met Jay. But other than that, my second favorite part of that episode
I'll
was
see
you
you
talking
Thursday,
about
buddy.
that pay it forward. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
that was
thank you,
pretty
man.
powerful. It's really
Thank
good,
you, man. Yeah, I just hope it inspires people, man. That's all I can hope is that, you know, I had this talk with someone yesterday. I was saying how, you know, someone's like, yeah, you're going to be broke and, you know, give all your stuff away when you're dead. I'm like, yeah, but I can't take it with me when I'm dead, but I can leave an impact. And they're like, oh, like it just like hit a light bulb. I was like, that's my whole plan. Like, I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm doing this to leave an impact. So, you know, that's what it's all about.
Heck yeah, man. All right, Armando. We'll see you, brother.
Yeah, see you
See you guys
Thursday,
later, brother.
buddy.
See you Thursday, bro.
Love you all.
All right.
Oh,
So what's
finally,
new
we're
in the
alone.
world of the Basquatch, man?
Hold on, we reorganized. I got to figure it
yeah.
out. All right.
Yeah, I had to watch where it's like watching 3-card Monty. I'm trying to see where I moved to. But yeah, no, everything's going good, man. Episode, I want to say 7. I got my numbers confused because I edit ahead of what airs and then I post on YouTube behind what airs. So I'm always confused on what number episode I'm on. But I think episode 7 is the one that aired today on cable. And I've never gotten so many messages as an episode was on the air as I did today, which is a good sign. That means that the episode was good. But I had a guest that was a good buddy of mine, a firearm instructor and photographer, writer for gun magazines. And the dude brought out 35 guns I think we had out there when we filmed. I took him out fishing first. We caught some really good fish, and then went out. We shot a pop can out of an AR-15. it's just ridiculous. And this full pop can, and anything it hits, it explodes, and you can shoot it like 100 yards. We shot flamethrowers. We shot a 12 gauge shotgun that had a banana clip on it that held like 30 rounds, which is ridiculous, or 30 cartridges
My kind
for
of
a shotgun.
friends.
Dude, it was insane. So that episode aired today and did really, really well. We've been doing great this year, man. We won a Telly Award too, which if you guys don't know what that is, a Telly Award is like a television award. It's short. Telly is short for television. And we won in the general sports category, which honestly, like when I submitted, my producer kind of laughed a little bit about it. He goes, yeah, we'll submit. It'll probably take a few years, but we'll submit and eventually we might win something. Because we're going against like ESPN and like, all the big sports, HBO and WWE and all the stuff. And we ended up winning. And it blew my mind. But the episode we won on was the episode I did with my dad. The first time me and my dad went fishing together. That's the episode we got nominated for. And that's the episode that we won on. So it made it even more meaningful. And I actually took pictures from that episode, got it printed on a big piece of wood and gave it to my dad for Father's Day the other day. So it was kind of like a really cool thing. So in the Bass Watch world right now, it's kind of like it's all in my mind right now. It's just editing, filming, and just kind of soaking in, the best memory I'll probably have of my entire career with my dad.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, congrats.
How's it being less COVID restrictions now with your filming? I mean, is it making life a little easier for you? Because when we talked last, it was a little hectic.
Yeah, at first, when things started opening back up, it made it better because I could have a full camera crew again and we could like actually film with people. But now it's actually a lot harder than it was because now everyone's so busy again. Now it's, my show is based around, last year we didn't get to do the format I wanted to because of COVID. This year we didn't get to start the way I wanted because of COVID. And it still looks like next year, but the first year we're going to be able to do an actual season the way I want. But my show kind of is based around guests, is having a guest that's not in the fishing world necessarily, and kind of a day in my life and a day in their life and kind of combining the two together and kind of showing people like really diverse things. Like we've had a hockey player on this year, a NASCAR driver last year, firearms guys this year, a big manufacturer in Louisiana, firearms this year too, seaplanes. We had a lot of cool stuff, but, everyone is so busy. Like I've been planning a episode with a UFC fighter for 6 months, and we keep on canceling because he is so busy now that now he's allowed to travel and do fights all around the world again. So now he's like in Singapore and Japan, and last year I could have filmed with him any day of the week, but is someone's wife yelling? Just joking. I'm allowed to say that. I'm divorced. I'm allowed to say that.
Well, you're good. I would say it to her anyways. So
okay, I'm just messing with it. But yeah, so it's actually gotten harder now that everyone's so busy again. But at the same time, things are opened up. So I'm doing summer camps for kids again, which I have another one tomorrow morning. I get to do those things again, which is cool. And I get to go to ICAST this year, which I'm super excited about. I was so bummed it was closed last year. But even ICAST this year, man, if you look at the floor plan, it's like a ghost town in there. Like, all the big names, a lot of them aren't going to be there. And the ones that are going to be there aren't sending everybody. They're only sending like 2 people and that's it. So it's like, the COVID restrictions are still pretty hard up here in Michigan anyway. Like we still have to wear a mask at the summer camps and stuff. Like there's still restrictions up here, but it's not as bad as it was last year.
It's a step in the right direction, right?
Yeah, it's slowly getting easier. It just, the way I look at things, though, it's always just a new challenge. No matter what it is, whether it's COVID or budgets or schedules, it's always just a new challenge, something new, nothing really different.
Just keep grinding.
Yeah, that's all it is. I mean, honestly, when people say I fish for a living, I kind of laugh, and I'm like, really? When do I get to fish? Like, I'm like, my job is like putting out fires. That's what I'm like. I'm like more of a fireman than a fisherman because I just put out fires all day. Like, it's just 90% of my time is spent scheduling and rescheduling and the office work. I sit at my desk here more than I'm on the water by far, so it's it's pretty crazy.
I think a lot of people don't know how much is behind the scenes to it, really. I mean, even for like the podcast here, the setting up of guests, the scheduling, the canceling, the rescheduling, the holy cow, now my guest just canceled last minute to like the immediate. I mean, it's a lot more work than the 30 minutes to an hour that the public actually sees.
Yeah. And as I would say to people too, in any industry, people see the payoff. Like people see like the end result all the time. they never see the work that you put in to make that end result happen. They see the last 5%, but nobody ever sees the first 95%. And then when you tell them about it, they're like, "Oh yeah, but you still get the 5%." It's like, yeah, but you don't understand what I did to get that. You know, like there's a guy that I watch. I listen to a lot of podcasts and I a lot of like lectures, I guess you can call them, while I'm working. Like if I'm not editing audio stuff, I always listen to like lectures and stuff. And there's this guy that I'm really into right now, and he makes a really cool point, and a lot of you guys will relate to this one too. Because it relates to the fishing industry in general, but anyone who does like podcast or video or photography or any kind of like marketable artistry. And he says that when you invoice somebody for something, for a job, or when you're selling your job kind of thing, you're not selling, like if it takes you 5 minutes to do it, like the podcast, for example, if your podcast takes an hour to actually perform your podcast, and you're asking for sponsorships for it, or you're asking for someone to be on it, like a big name to be on it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, but it takes you what, an hour to do a podcast?" It's nothing. It's like, yeah, but it took me years to get to the level where I can do this podcast in an hour. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they always say, I think, what was his name? Drawing a blank. Pablo Picasso made a famous quote about that, how his paintings cost so much, and he was famous for doing paintings in like an hour. Like he would have a painting done, and I mean, they don't look that complicated. And he said, yeah, you're not paying for the 5 minutes it took me to make the painting. You're paying for the lifetime it took me to learn how to paint.
Sure.
And it's like, and that's what people don't see is the lifetime that Picasso learned how to paint. They don't see that. They see the 5 minutes to an hour it took him to make a painting, and I think that's all it's worth. So, when I see my job and see what I do, it's like, yeah, you see the end result and you like, oh yeah, you just went out and filmed for a day, but you don't see the 2 weeks of, preparing and all the cancellations and all the different things I had to go through. My camera guy got sick and the camera broke down, and, like all these things happen to make that like 25 minutes of content. So it's hard. And the podcast, same way. That's why I don't have guests on my podcast. I very rarely ever have a guest on my podcast because I just frankly don't have time. I don't have time to call anybody. I don't have time to like actually prepare anything. When I do my podcast,
waiting for the invite, Mike. I've been waiting for the invite.
Dude, I honestly, I can probably count on one hand how many guests I've had, and I've been doing this podcast I'm on episode 174, so 175 weeks next week or this week. And I've had probably 5 guests, dead serious, because I just don't have time. And when I do my podcast at 6 p.m. or 6:05 p.m. usually, I don't usually even remember I'm doing it until 6 p.m. So I just sit down and just go. So when you guys do a podcast like you guys do, where it's actually prepared, like that blows my mind, because I know how much time that would take, and it's just a lot. Like you guys probably got to spend a good week prepared. Like as soon as your podcast ends, you got to start preparing for the next one, and it takes you all that time to get it.
Doing a podcast solo is not easy either, though.
No,
especially not for Brad. Brad just sit there and
I suck at it. I can't do it.
Brad would be like,
I don't care.
Know.
I don't know. I don't care.
That's why I miss having my intern. I had JTI, Justin the intern. I had him for 18 months, and I got so spoiled with him helping out all the time. And he would show up for the podcast, get everything set up in the studio, the lighting turned on, microphones tested, everything was good. I just sat down and talked. And then when he moved on, I was like, oh man, I got to do this all over again myself. Like, so that's why like now at 6:05 or 6:10, I go on. I'm like, hey, I'm late. Sorry, I was like literally doing 85,000 things. I'm surprised I made it. Or at like 5:50, I'll make a post going, sorry guys, no podcast this week. I'm still driving. So it's like I don't know how people do it. Like, there's so many good podcasts out there too. Like you guys have a great podcast here too, and the work that it takes to do it, like it's a full-time job. It really is. It's a full-time job to do it right. It's crazy, and then to upload them on other platforms, and it's nuts.
So we got another wonderful Torquedo gift card to give away.
Dang, man.
Ooh.
So I'll let one of you boys pick the question for the folks at home on who's winning that. Don't all jump at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put us all on the spot there.
Who was the last guest that was on Chasing the Tide?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
There you go. There you
Good
go.
job, Dustin.
There you go.
Good job, Dustin. Good job.
That's pretty Googleable, though. Isn't that Googleable, though? Like, can't someone just Google that really quick on their phone and get an answer?
Man, you can Google anything.
Is that a word, Googleable?
Yeah. Congratulations.
There's a lot of O's in that.
Yeah, Googleable.
They're like, oh, what show was that again? Oh, that's that saltwater dude. We don't listen to him.
Well, Mikey, we appreciate you coming on, man. We got two guys waiting down in the wings, man.
Awesome. Who else is coming
on? We got Mr. Jon Thomas from Yak Gadget coming up next, and then we got the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only Aaron Stiger.
Oh, nice.
Closing out the show.
The Smalley Smasher.
The Smalley Smasher. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we got a winner there.
Andrew Watson, Matthew Mitchell.
Got it right. My man from Gulfport, Mississippi.
There you go.
A fishing team member. Good dude.
Can you guys hear my sound effects at least when I do the applause?
No.
Oh,
man, I didn't
I'm
hear
hitting all these sound effects. I hope other people can hear them at least.
Just be like,
yeah, that's what I was just hitting. I hit my applause button. People don't actually applaud for me, so I hit that button all the time.
That's awesome.
Can I do a couple shameless plugs real quick before you guys kick me off?
oh,
yeah.
Go ahead. God,
Absolutely.
go ahead.
Wait a minute. Was it Jeremiah Dean is popping up before DeAndrew Watson?
Oh, was he?
Well, I called out DeAndrew Watson first. So Jeremiah Dean, what I'm going to do for you is a Paddle and Fin T-shirt and 2 153 baits, chatterbaits.
There
we go.
Oh, nice.
Bladed jigs.
The
So,
those are nice.
Real quick, Mike, where can people follow you and follow the TV show and all that good stuff?
Can I tag my Grinder profile on here?
No.
Jay,
I heard you follow Jay's OnlyFans. So
Yeah, Jay
there you go.
Jay was like, I thought that was private.
Yeah.
Um,
By the way, Mike, thanks for being the number one subscriber. I got to quit my job.
Yeah, I know, dude. $5 a month, man. I couldn't turn it down. $5 a month to watch you shave your back every week, dude. It's awesome.
Oh my God!
Man.
Please plug your stuff and go.
What's that thing called? A back blade? You got one of those?
Yeah, the back
blade.
That's funny, man.
Oh, shit. For $10 a month, they'll mail you a little baggie, too. It's pretty cool.
Oh, thanks for being on the show, Mike. Goodbye.
No, he just sprinkles them on his eggs.
Yeah, over the dust. I call it angel dust.
Angel dust.
he hits it with his favorite cologne.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we
Everyone's
just,
like,
took,
what are you
we
wearing
just
today?
took a wrong way turn.
I tried to steer this boat away from the icebergs, and we still hit it.
Is that some Jay
we went
Randall
straight
you're
through
wearing
it.
today? That's what people say when I walk into a room. They're like, "What's that smell? It smells like straight gasoline." I'm like, "Oh no, it's just some Jay Randall. It's got some Jay Randall." Anyway, you guys can
follow.
Me on,
You guys can
Instagram,
follow
on YouTube, on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everything. It's under Basquatch Hunter TV, and make sure you guys follow all the podcasts and everything too, and do all that fun stuff. But thank you guys for having me on again. Though I always appreciate coming on here and making you guys laugh, and shedding some light on everything that we do in the industry, and there's some great people in this industry that inspire everybody, including myself. So, I always say we should make the spotlight bigger so there's no darkness in the sport. So I'm glad you guys do stuff like this where you get to put the spotlight on the whole sport in general instead of just one person. It's cool.
Love it, man.
Word.
All right, I'll see you guys.
We
Thank you for having me on.
Later, brother.
Be
See
good,
ya.
brother.
See you, Mike.
Yeah, Mikey.
Luke Coffey coming in with a key comment. He said, "I'd like to see Mike and Drew have a conversation after about 5 Red Bulls."
Yeah.
That would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
So we got our next guest coming up. He's been waiting and waiting and waiting. This man's a genius. We're taking away from his genius time, making some of the fine products that are on everyone's kayaks.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Mr. Jon Thomas, Yak Gadget in the house. What's up,
What's
my man?
up?
What's up, bud?
How you been, brother? I know you guys were swamped. You guys hired some new people. You caught up. You're making some new products. You're releasing new products nonstop.
Yes,
What's
sir.
What's the state of Yak Gadget, my friend?
Man, I tell you what, this year has been something else for us. From February on to maybe last week, we were hundreds of orders behind. And I've added some staff. I hired a few guys who have been awesome. I hired some builders, and they've really helped us tremendously. And now we've pretty much been caught up, but we just keep on getting a bunch of orders. So we're truly grateful for that. We're thankful every day that we're busy. We've got some manufacturer orders. We have our relationship with Jackson Kayak. We have a relationship with Hoodoo Kayak. We have a relationship with Bixby and some others. So we've been fulfilling those as well. And so it's been great. And we're working on new products. So, we just released our Flex Rod, those stagers that everyone's been waiting for. We got those out.
Dude, that's the best product. Like, you make tons of good stuff. I used to tell everybody your crate was probably like, that's your staple. I would almost put that rod holder over that. I like the rod holders so much. Like, I love your crate. It does nothing wrong at all. Those rod holders are just
Well, originally we had worked with Greg Massa. He had worked on his own version of a rod holder, and I had worked with him, and then kind of took it and then kind of built onto it and did multiple versions of it. And before we, it took us a while for us to drop that product because we got slammed, and it was hard for me I wasn't happy with just releasing it as a one piece, and I decided to make it adjustable. And that was something that I kind of put to it because I felt like that would just give it maximum value to the guys buying it, where you could basically make it as flexible as you want it to be. Yes. You could bring it away from your kayak, bring it in, turn it around, and then bring it in closer to you if you're on, say, like a paddleboard or something like that, or another platform like New Canoe. So that was part of that, waiting for the right time to release that product. But we've got some new stuff coming out. I just made something today. Actually, Ryan Milford had stopped by to pick up his Flex Rod stagers, and he saw me take something from a drawing, cut it, and actually build it. And he was like, dude, I'm going to get in so much trouble with my wife, but I want to stay and see this. Like, you're in the lab with
Wouldn't be the first time he got in trouble with his wife. So
man, I know how
call my
that
wife,
is.
tell her I'm okay.
Yeah, no doubt. I know how that is. My wife is very long suffering. Yeah. She just now rolls her eyes. She goes, "You let me guess you're at the shop." I'm like, "Yep, I'm pretty predictable." But yeah, man. So we've got some Anchor products coming out. So with some of the things going on in the industry right now, we just thought it was a good time to release a couple of Anchor type products beyond our pole anchor. So we're going to have an all-in-one infusing our smart cleat. We're going to have a product where basically it's an all-in-one piece that you install in the rear of your kayak, and you can bring a mushroom anchor up or down, or ball anchor up or down, and it's all infused, so you don't have to buy an extra cleat or anything like that. And we've got a line management system that I just developed today that I think you guys are going to like.
Nice. I will definitely need one of them.
Looking forward to it.
Man, you don't make anything that we don't like. I'm with Milford. Exactly. When I come down there to hang, I'm coming down there Saturday, and I was telling a guy earlier about, like, I've got to do this at that time and this at that time, and then I'm leaving the rest of the day open because I know if I get down to the shop, we'll get to working on stuff, and then I just won't go home.
Get lost in the rabbit hole. Yeah, and that's been the cool thing too about the new shop. And Jimmy, you saw it before we totally moved in it. Now we've really built it up where when you walk in, we actually have kind of it's not really a showroom, but it's like we kind of have a bunch of kayaks in there now that we develop on. We kind of have our own area. One of the big pieces of this new shop that we've moved into, and we moved in shortly after we did the protein meetup back in March. We, like 2 weeks later, we found this space. It came available. It's 5 miles from my house, so I jumped on it. And now we have enough space in there to actually have a film studio, a backdrop where we can have kayaks. One of the big emphasis that I want to do in this late summer and fall is create a lot of product videos, walkthroughs about our crates, how they fit on certain boats, our track mounted accessories, how to rig up, take a plain kayak and, put a few things on it, how to really rig it up and turn it into a fishing machine. We're really going to beef up our YouTube channel. That's been a huge, thing on my list to do. And so now we have a space where we can do that. So I'm excited about our space. I'm excited about our people. I'm excited about our products, and we're just going to try to just keep bringing, just really good value to the market. Our paddle holder, that's something else that we released. Is kind of like a Rotogrip style paddle holder, but we're going to release 3 more sizes of that same paddle holder, like a tall one that offsets from the kayak. Then we've got a double holder that's infused in one piece. I know Yak Attack recently put out a piece that looked kind of like our Sidetracks fused. No slim on Yak Attack. I mean, they're the leader in the industry, no doubt. But we took 2 Sidetracks, put them together, and we were going to release that plate. And then we saw them come out with that, and then we're like, okay, how can I step the game up? So now we're going to create one that's like that, except we're including our paddle holders with it, and it's going to be It's going to be $21.99.
Can't beat that.
So, there's it's like one thing we're like, okay, I'm kind of glad we waited before we dropped that plate, because we had a lot of people ask us for like a double plate, because some kayaks, the tracks are too far apart for you to keep your paddle, with the side tracks. It's kind of like they're just too far apart, like the Shearwater or a couple kayaks like that. So I was like, cool, we'll just create a cool double plate and be able to put that on there. And then when I saw that drop, I was like, all right, how can we up the game? Well, let's just include paddle holders with it. And so that's one product that we're going to probably release in the next 2 days.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Smart. Y'all don't
Super
understand
cool,
how this man's brain works. You can be walking around the shop just talking, and then he'll be like mid-sentence. He'll stop, his face goes blank, his eyes will get wide, and then he goes to the computer. it's great. It's like boom, lightning strike. Let me go type it up.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. And what Jimmy just said is like, I think that's the thing I'm really excited about, because for months we were mired down and trying to get all these orders caught up, and I just couldn't really create. And I think I do my best work when I'm able to kind of be away from production a little bit and be able just to develop and design, and having that team there now. They're just such good guys. I'm so grateful for them. Big shout outs to Colton and Justin and Will. They've just been awesome team members. I mean, they don't work for me, they work with me, and they're just huge components of the team. My business partner Charles has been awesome too, and heck, even my mom comes in there to help pack boxes and stuff.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
She lives right down the road. Really across the street from the warehouse. So she comes in there just to, she's getting tired of retirement. I said, hey, come on in. So it's a
super cool, man.
Yeah, it's a cool vibe. It's laid back, but at the same time, we're trying to just get out, new products, as many as we can, and just, like I said, offer good prices and good parts. But we've really seen like a big boost, I think, since we've started sponsoring the Paddle and Fin Network. We're so happy about our affiliation with you guys. You guys have been awesome to us. You've just really embraced us, and we embrace you guys as well. We've got your stickers at our shop, when you walk in, and so we're huge believers in Paddle and Fin, and I'm so proud of you guys and happy for you guys. You're with all that you guys have done, and your celebration of being around as long as you've been. It's pretty incredible how you guys have built this from the ground up, and we've kind of built our business from the ground up, so we're kind of like-minded in that regard.
Yeah.
So we're super pumped to just be a part of you guys, to continue a relationship with you guys.
Heck yeah, man.
Thanks,
we
man.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to give away another Paddle and Fin shirt. If you can drop in the comments what was the first segment Yak Gadget and John Thomas was on. This should be an easy one.
I'm over here second guessing that. Was it really on that one, or was it the other one?
It was one of the hosts is in here. But John, we appreciate, man. I know you're doing a family thing tonight. We don't want to take up any more of your time.
No, I'm
man.
done. I did trivia night on Monday nights. We go out to a Mexican restaurant, play trivia, and
nice.
So I appreciate you moving the schedule to do that. It's something that I work so much. That's one of the things I just don't want to miss, and I get to eat some good food and miss a lot of obvious questions. So it's a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Well, we appreciate you, man. Keep just crushing it, man. We're all just
it's impressive.
Yeah, we're always all blown away by all the new things
I do,
coming out and all that good stuff, man.
We're all invested in Yak Gadget for sure.
You should see our group chat.
Yeah.
Only talking about new products.
Well, guys, I just want to say that just means the world to me. That means that we're doing the right things. For all you guys to believe in what we're doing, that means that we're going in the right direction. And I was talking to Charles, my business partner, today about kind of where we've gone and where we've been and where we're wanting to go, and it just lets me know that we're continuing to go in the right steps when I hear these accolades from guys like yourself who know the products, you use the products, you guys know the water, you know all the crafts out there, and so for us to to be considered to be something that you guys would use, a product that you would use, that means the world to me. I it's all I ever wanted to do was trying to make meaningful products in an industry that I love and a sport that I love.
Yeah, man. And I gotta say, I mean, really, your ability to innovate quickly is probably going to be your cornerstone. I mean, you can. It's just amazing, like the stuff that you have come up with already, and then you're just spitting out products.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just like, and we were literally having a conversation. I was like, Jesus, like one after another. You're just like, stuff's just coming out, and I'm like, this is all good stuff. And like I said, when you gave me that rod stager with the paddle holder, that like made my day, like my weekend. I was like, oh my God, like now everything's not in front of me. I'm like, this is great.
I wish I had that picture of you and that frontier going across the lake kicked back.
Yeah.
I got it on my phone. I don't have it on my computer. But
Jay is
made his weekend so chill.
That sold me on New Canoe. I'm not even kidding. Like that trip, seeing you guys in your boats, that I have an unlimited now. And
there you go.
It totally sold me on it. I was like, okay, it's that stable. When you can lean back like that and just Jimmy was standing up for Captain Morgan style fishing at the bottom of a waterfall while the water was moving. I'm like, okay, if you can do that.
Dude, I remember cruising by Jimmy. He's like, dude, I don't think you should lean that far over the side like that.
Like I trust the frontier wholeheartedly, and then like I'd come up on Jay. He's got his one leg up on his other one. He's kicked back, face facing sky. Not even sure if he's awake, just motoring across the lake, and then he just throw this up every now and then. He just be like,
"Yep,
yeah."
All right, we got a winner, Mr. D. Andrew Watson, winning the T-shirt. Final cast was the correct answer. So
nice,
very cool.
All right.
Well, we appreciate you, John, and everything you do, man. We got a guest waiting in the wings. He's been waiting a bit, so we got to get to him, man. Congrats on all your success. Thanks, everybody out there watching and listening, go to yakgadget.com and just get hooked up. I mean, you can deck your boat out pretty damn good.
So much.
Keep up the good work, man. That's
an
awesome job.
I appreciate it, man. Special edition low pro crates coming out.
Ooh,
that's the
one. Yeah, those look slick. Those look slick, man.
I just talked to my supplier today. We're getting some more colors in, so we're going to do different colors of the low pro crate with special designs. Don't be surprised to see a 4th of July 1776 American kind of cool design for low pro.
Oh, there goes all my money.
Yeah, sweet, dude.
I'm only gonna make like awesome. 10 of them or something.
I want like a Gadsden model.
Yeah.
All right, John. We'll talk to you soon, brother. Be good. And
thanks, guys.
We'll see you, brother.
See you, bud.
All right, John Thomas, everybody. Boom. I'm going to drop down Brad, and Sean. Hang tight because we got 2 of our other hosts in, and then we got our final guest. So let me do this real quick. Boom, boom, boom. There's a lot of booms going on.
Hey,
there he is.
DP.
I don't know if we got Chris, but our final guest of the hour, Mr. Aaron Stiger in the house.
Stiger.
Guys, what's going on?
What is up?
What's up?
How are my people doing?
We good.
Doing good, man. How about you?
Good.
Oh, I'm good.
I broke
good. Thanks for having me on.
You broke the computer.
You probably did.
I got excited.
Pretty good. Did you hear us, Mr. Steiger?
Oh, I can hear you guys. Yeah,
right,
it's kind of choppy on Brian's end.
That's probably because this isn't working no more.
No, I got you guys.
All
I
right.
got you
Mr.
now.
Per usual.
Yeah.
Oh, we just dropped out.
They're gonna reboot. and come
Dustin,
back
what's
in.
up, dude? How
Not
you
a
guys-
lot, man. Just a little fishing here and there, and family time and stuff. My wife they're about to head up to Pittsburgh tomorrow, so I'll get some water time this week. Looks like.
What are you going to
hang
Pittsburgh
out
for?
My wife and her dad and my daughter are going to see some family. Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
nice.
They're
Are
all
you-
from up there still. So
Are you flying up or what?
I'm not going. I'm staying
you're
in
not
town.
going.
I have to
Staying.
work
Okay,
a couple nights, and then there's a tournament this weekend. I'm gonna fish.
Yeah, real thing. Tournament.
Right on.
They already had it planned pre-COVID, and then COVID happened and kind of threw them off. So then they had to reschedule, and then this was just the time frame they got to go. So it's working out for them to go at least. So they get to go up and see her.
Ryan
Family stuff's
Milford.
a good things, yes, sir.
Ryan Milford's asking if anyone needs to pee since Aaron Steiger's on the podcast. that is the most epic paddle and fin story ever.
Yes, it is.
I
That's the best one ever.
Yes.
I didn't know what was going on during that time. It was just literally like, and then nothing happened. Like you didn't say anything. I'm like, all right, I guess we're just taking an intermission. I don't know how this goes.
That's right. Weirdest podcast I've ever done.
Yeah,
He recorded the show. It's not live. You could let's pause the show for a minute or so.
Right. That's what I thought. but I
Milford
wasn't
is
gonna say
definitely
anything.
top notch in the professionional side.
Let's be real.
He
Even
really-
if
he really
said,
knows
"Let's
how to-
pause," Brian would have put that
Yeah.
in there anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have it somewhere on an external hard drive, and I always mean to find it because I just remember Milford sending me a message, and he was like, "So you're gonna have to edit this part out." I had to pee, and I was like, "What?" and like Aaron said, he was literally 1 minute and ran for the door, and Aaron's had this look on his face is his house burning down? Is he going to get the fire hose to put it out? Is he saving a cat from a tree or what?
Should I call the police?
Yeah. We didn't know what was going on at that point. We regrouped and we had a good talk about jerkbaits after that, so it was good.
It was. Yeah, it was.
I'm so happy that Milford came such a long way. He got out of the little closet that he was recording in. He's got two
he was in like
non-working
a
Billy
shed or
Bass.
something, right?
Yeah.
Or-
He's under the stairs like Harry Potter or something. We used to give him, because he had cardboard for a backdrop. We used to give him shit about it.
Hot water heater right here.
Yeah.
It was good. We had a really good talk. I will say that. So the content was there.
No, noob
Sure
sure
was.
was, man.
Definitely. So what's new, man? You've been dabbling with some new kayaks, getting out fishing
man.
with the boys. You fished
do
a
all
tournament
kinds of
too, I
stuff.
think, right?
Yeah, I've been. There's a local club here, the Central Ohio Kayak Fishing League. That's like a branch of kind of the main, or one of the two main Ohio clubs, the Buckeye Kayak Trail, and it's about 2 hours away. All these tournaments are, but they're every single week, and so I've been going to these. I went to one last year, just one of them, just randomly in the fall. And was able to win, and I was pretty pumped about that, and that kind of got me excited about it. And then fished a few of them this year, and actually just won another one at the same
Nice.
place last week. So, and quite honestly, It's a great group of guys, and I've been enjoying it. But that's kind of just, I don't know, local stuff. And but I got my eye on that August 28th. Lake Erie Maumee River event that Paddle and Fins got. That's going to be exciting. Like, so I actually had that up on my computer earlier today, just checking stuff out. You know, doing a little bit of research. So,
you mean we might actually be able to like shake hands and meet in person finally?
You know what? That's not only you. Like, I was on the team with this guy.
I think I mean, we'll all actually get to meet and have some time together, and I'm actually really looking forward to that. So once you guys are the boundaries up on that yet? Sorry, I was sorry to ask you on live, but
I believe
thanks,
they should there should be a link with an interactive Google map to scope out all the boundaries.
All right, right on. Well, I'm going to do that, and I'll definitely see you guys there. But no, I have been dabbling in different kayaks. There's a dealer down in Cincinnati called Strictly Sail, and I've been buying way too many kayaks from them. But I got an Old Town 106 PDL, which is a really nice kayak. My dad likes that one a lot. And then I've been using the Hobie Compass, which I really like as well. And I bought the Compass just for summer fishing because it's got that Mirage drive, and I go through a lot of weeds and stuff like that. So it works out pretty good. But yeah, so I mean, that's kind of been that. And I guess I bought a canoe too for my kids, and they like going out fishing. And so, you know, it's summertime. I'm a teacher, so I got a little bit of time on my hands, and I've been trying to take advantage of it, you know, when I can. Like Drew, I got another little one on the way, so that'll be number four and final.
Busy.
He never wants to fish again.
I hate fishing. I hate fishing. No, so that'll be the last one though. But we got a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, 2-year-old. Then we'll have one in November, and that'll be it. So we'll be done after that. And but at the same time, I get out when I can, and I think that's why these Central Ohio events are only Wednesday nights from like 5 to 9:30. So it actually works out really well with my schedule. My wife lets me get out and all that. So just for an evening. Cool. So it works out pretty good. But
congrats, man. Congrats on the new one, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching tonight, all the different guests and all the different hosts, and I'm like, man, oh man, we have a lot of guys from Ohio. So hopefully we can get a lot of these Ohio guys, whether it's 153 Bates, or whether it's Brad or Josh, or whether it's Drew, or just any of these Ohio guys. Hopefully we can all get over that August 28th event.
I tell you what, man, shout out to Michael Grimsley. Mm-hmm. He has an army of Ohio guys that have been hitting all the events, and they have they have been crushing it, man. I know I saw over the weekend we had the Madison chain event, and Grimsley chimed in on one of the lives, and he was like, I'm so pissed I couldn't make this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, the Ohio guys, shout out to all you guys out there in Ohio, man. They've been showing out in numbers, which is awesome.
Oh yeah. I think one of the things that is really cool about what you guys' series is it's kind of Midwest focused, but also the entry fee is not too high, but it's high enough to make the payouts really worth traveling a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of something where, I can justify rolling to Columbus once a week. It's not too big of a thing, but some of these tournaments I have trouble justifying driving too far because I kind of live in the middle of nowhere. Driving too far and basically spending as much in gas as I'd win.
Sure.
And so it's like, you got to try to justify it in your head a little bit instead of just going fun fishing, which nothing wrong with that. But if you like to do tournaments, I like you guys' format a lot. I just, with all the kids I have, it's hard for me to make them, but I'm going to definitely go to that August 28th one.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Oh,
Easy.
I know. It's Aaron.
No, it's cool, man. I've been, that's one thing too, man. Another guy, if you guys aren't following him, Aaron Stiger, his social media presence is always awesome. He's always posting and doing a ton of live streams from the water, which is cool and fun to watch, man.
Yeah, I need to get back on the live streams. Seems like the only time I fish is like on a Wednesday night, and there's some reservoirs over by me that I might go like once every few weeks, and that's about it. So there's not really a lot to even live stream anymore. I'm getting more boring, guys. I got like a mortgage, a house, and kids. Like I'm more worried about weeds growing in my patio than I am about catching a bass.
I mean, but every time
I don't know what happened.
Every time I see you're holding like a big old smallie. I mean, I don't even.
Yeah, no, I mean, I still like to go out. We're lucky that we have some pretty good spots around here, but at the same time, I will say, the last time we talked, it was about really simplifying everything, and then I kind of thought about it a little bit more and how I wanted to approach, just if I was going to fish some tournaments, how I was going to approach it, and I was like, man, I don't want to get myself stuck back against the wall. And I was thinking about like Midwest fishing specifically, and it's really tough. I mean, we have some of the best fishing around in certain months, but also we have some of the toughest fishing around. And when you think about like Ohio fishing specifically, you've got to make as many quality presentations as you can when you're out on the water. In a very limited amount of time, like with these tournaments only being 4 or 5 hours. And so I've actually literally started carrying 8 to 10 rods all rigged up with different things, and letting the conditions tell me what I need to be fishing that day. And so like I'll go down to these lakes and I was throwing a Carolina rig last week. I hardly ever throw that setup, but the places I found dictated it, and luckily I had one tied on. And so I've really tried to mature a lot in that regard. I think these weekly tournaments are allowing me to do that and become a better angler, because before I was just, chuck a spinner bait, chuck a buzz bait, and that's about it. And then I got a little bit into the finesse game and just started only doing that. But now I'm, throwing jigs, throwing drop shots, throwing Carolina rigs, throwing jerk baits. So I'm trying to get more well-rounded. But the thing is, I'm not necessarily going to use that to go out and go on the national scene. I just can't right now. But I think when I can someday, when I have some more time, I'll be able to approach some of these bodies of water and really break them down a lot better than I probably used to be able to. So,
heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And I actually also just bought a Newport motor, which is pretty sweet.
How do you like that?
It's good, man. Like, so I went out and I got a BioEnno battery. So it's a 50 amp hour battery. It's a 24 volt system. This Newport is, but I put a couple power pole connectors on I cut the terminals off the actual motor itself and put a power pole connector onto it and bought the BioEnno power pole connector battery. So it's slick. I just plug it in, back out. But I mean, I took it out to a lake near me called Indian Lake about a week ago, I guess, and just went all around. Probably went, 4 miles, maybe 5 miles or something. It didn't even make a dent in the battery, and it was it's pretty slick. I mean, it's essentially just like not just like a Torqeedo. There's definite differences. It's a lot quieter, I will say that. Nothing against Torqeedo. It's just quieter than a Torqeedo is, but it looks very similar to like how you would mount it. And I don't know. But the 24 volt system, I guess I just found that it's super efficient. I don't know how to say it, but I mean, I'm going 5 miles an hour for 4 miles and it just didn't do anything to the battery. So I was pretty impressed with that. I mean, the battery took like 10 minutes to charge back up from when I took it out. So that was good. Put it on the back of the Compass, and so that's the rig if I go out and do some tournaments that I'll roll with, and it's good. So I'm impressed with it. I would say if anybody's on the fence on that, $800, man, and it's like you got a nice motor. I mean, honestly, like,
was that what drove you to that? Is that
yeah? I mean, not being sponsored by like anybody like in the industry kayak wise anymore. I mean, outside of bending branches, but like before with Jackson, like we had some affiliation with Torqeedo and stuff, and so I could get a deal on that, and it was just tough for me to justify it, to be honest with you, like that much.
Sure.
And so I had to look at it and say, you know, I can get into this for a lot less, and just being a consumer, that's the way I went with it. So we'll see. I mean, longevity wise, we'll see how it goes down the road, but I'd say, like, if you're wanting to get in that game, that's a decently inexpensive way to do it. I mean, relatively speaking, and it's a quality way to do it. I mean, you know, you can go and you know, Brian, I've seen your rig. I've done the same thing with a Minn Kota, and it's sweet and it works really good, you know. But if you don't have all the electrical know-how, this is also a great option too, you know.
Sure.
So, you know, if anything ever goes wrong, we'll see how good the support is. I know I had a Torqeedo and back in the day and on my big rig, and something did go wrong with it. And they had amazing support. And so we'll see how this stacks up to that. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say, like, oh, you know, one's better than the other. I don't know. So far, the performance is the same, but who knows? Like, hopefully the support's great too. And there's all kinds of ways that people can go about getting into a motor nowadays. So it's all good.
And just to go back to Yak Gadget for a second, y'all can't see it, but John got off here and posted something on the Yak Gadget Pro Team. Y'all gonna want to see this. I can't. I promise you, got off here and posted something on that team page that is about to drop before too long.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're going to want this.
Well, I got a feeling Mr. Hicks needs to get with Mr. Steiger and do a podcast on this Newport Vessels motor.
We're already talking about it.
All right, I was going to say I've seen a ton of questions about it, you know, and then I think you need to get with Doo and talk about Torqeedo.
Brad reached out a couple of days or about maybe a week ago. It seems like we message every day, so I don't really remember what it was, but yeah, we talked a little bit about it, and you know, we'll get out.
Nice.
Brad, you should put you know, you got your motor on yours, and we'll see how they stack up. That'd be a little fun test.
There
We
you go.
we go
a little kayak drag racing.
Well,
we
just
still need to link up there, man.
That Ohio event's actually on my radar. The one y'all are talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yep. That's lining up with my days off, and I'm seriously thinking about taking a couple days off.
What is there to think of?
Justin?
Yeah, I'm really wanting to come up there.
There's nothing.
He'll get in the drag race too with that 1103.
Oh yeah, that 1103 on the U pick is like a dragster.
You'd be going like 6-7 miles. Yeah, it wouldn't be a race.
Actually, the best thing I've seen so far is my tournament partner for Redfish for team tournaments. He rigged up a mount for the Kraken 15.5.
Oh,
and he's getting almost 7 miles an hour with the 403 on.
Dude, the Kraken is a missile. Even
I mean, it is legit, dude. It's like, I mean, it takes off and goes. And I was like,
that would be sweet.
That would be
efficient.
It's really efficient on there.
I ran Michael Grimsley's 360 with. He's got foot controlled steering on his 1103, and with the battery worn out, I still got 6 miles an hour in it while it was raining and like kind of rough, and was like, dude, this is dangerous. Like,
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's all good, guys. And I just wanted to say congrats on your 600th episode. You know, it's been awesome watching you guys grow, and you know, just getting to know you guys for the last few years. I mean, through our Jackson days, and man, it's been awesome. I mean, I think the whole top row, or three of you guys up there anyway. I mean, I've gotten to know you very well through Jackson. And, you know, Brad, we know each other well just because we live close. But looking forward to getting to meet, you know, Dan and Jimmy more in the future. But I'm just really excited to be, you know, a small little part of this show and relevant enough to come on tonight in some way or another to be able to share this with you guys. So.
Wait, we always like to have you on,
but I appreciate it.
We always like to have you on spreadsheet. We're all good.
Yeah, right.
Spreadsheet Aaron.
Spreadsheet Steiger.
Hey, we still talk about those.
Yeah. Organization's important. Brad, when you come up sometime, you'll see what my tackle looks like, and it all makes sense. So it's all categorized.
Oh, that's funny.
I still got the voicemail from when Stiger called me to ask me to come on the Jackson team. I swear to God.
That's super cool.
That's awesome.
It won't play on the speaker, but I still got it. I still got it.
Because you're all connected.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But it's pretty badass, man. Well, we appreciate you, man. Everything you do for us, and always coming on, and just all your knowledge, man. You are always a wealth of knowledge, which is awesome.
I was just going to say, like, you talking about being relevant enough to be on this episode. Like, I don't know you that well, but knowing these guys and listening to the podcast for a long time, you and Mike McKinstry seem like you're just kind of part of the Paddle and Fin family. Like, I wasn't at all surprised to see these two names on this show.
Yeah.
So that.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, Mike's got a TV show though, so I'm. Let's just.
But
you got Drew, Yak Gadget, Pelican, Mike, and then you got the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
but I appreciate that.
A couple more kids, dude. You'll have a TV show too.
Oh my god,
he's gonna be rivaling the Brady Bunch here pretty soon.
Oh my gosh, holy crap!
Meet the Steigers on PBS.
Yeah, meet the Steigers.
I told you, man. I told you. We saved the best for last, bro. We saved the best for last. So
abstinence, guys. All right. So
was there practice a say not as I do?
Yeah, right. Mike ended his with back shaving, all in mine with abstinence.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
Well, we appreciate you, brother, man. Have a good night. Get back to the family. We will talk to you soon, and we'll see you in Ohio, man.
Absolutely.
Yep. Take care.
Guys. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
See you, buddy.
See you, brother.
See ya.
All right, let's get all our hosts back in here. First off, we had a wardrobe change.
Yeah,
and we got a friend. Sean Lowry.
Welcome to the show, my new guest.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's one of the best bird dogs I've ever been behind, and I've only been behind one bird dog. So there you go.
Hold on, you were behind two. You found one.
Oh, that's right.
That's
right.
True.
And our newest host to the family, Mr.
What's up, Chris?
Chris Slivka.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't see you guys, but it's fine.
That's right. We can see you. So there you go.
There you go.
That's good.
So, man, we've been live for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
My ears.
What is? I think our record is 3 hours. I think, or it was somewhere around there. I don't remember, man. But I know at the beginning we kind of talked about like the evolution of the show and stuff, and we heard from Sean and Dustin and Brad Hicks and Brad Hurlboss. So let's start with Jimmy, man. Like your thoughts on the growth of Paddle and Fin and everything like that. Then we'll go to Dan, and then we'll go to the newest cowboy, Mr. Christopher Slivka. I always mess up his last name. Slivka.
JP's in there too. It looks like at the bottom.
Oh, JP is?
Who's that?
No, that's Jake.
No, that's just Jake.
Armando's
That's just me.
popping back in though.
Armando. Let's get
That's
Armando
just
in
Jay's
here.
poker cam.
Geez, I didn't know you could get 9 people in this at one time.
Yeah, maybe. He's got no camera.
Now we do it. Brady Bunch.
That's the best side of Armando right there too.
I hope that he didn't like accidentally click something and like
video.
No, he
doesn't.
I got it.
Oh, there he is.
There he
Hey,
is.
welcome back, Armando.
So let's start with Jimmy, then we'll go to Dan, then we'll go to Armando, then we'll go to Chris. Since we'll do Chris last because he's the newest, man. Just thoughts, reflections on Paddle and Fin and all that good stuff, man.
Dude, it's been a fun. I've been on just more than a year now, and it's been crazy just to see where we've came in that year. You know, I'd listened to the show for a while and got to really see, hear, you know, just the different hosts you had and how the guests were changing, and then in just the last year, the way we've changed things for the better. You know, everything seems to be taken very seriously, which for all of us misfits just seems kind of crazy that we're all like, it's like a networking business now. It's kind of weird, but I mean, just like having the sponsors that want to be a part of the show just kind of speaks for what we're doing. And, you know, you guys, Brian and Jay and all the guys that work kind of behind the scenes to keep this thing going. And like a lot of people may not realize like how big Paddle and Fin is getting, you know, with the shows every day. And we've got, I don't even know what y'all do with the shows from the other hosts that aren't daily, but I mean, we've always got content. And you know, the trail y'all are doing, y'all are a glutton for punishment, and it's just fun to be a part of, man. Like there's no quit in it. And I'll say it now. I haven't said it just because I didn't want to jinx it, but I don't feel like Brian's had one of his F this, I'm out. I'm selling my stuff. I don't want to do this anymore. I think he's hit a good stride and he's really going.
Oh, yeah.
He's
like, no.
He's locked in for at least till the end of the trail series.
Yeah.
And he might shoot all of us at the end of the trail series and call it quits. But like this year, man, it's been, y'all have been doing a lot of work, and I can't wait to see what's next. I mean, the deal with Waypoint is huge.
Yes.
And I mean, Paddle and Fin TV show next. I mean, I'd be down. Like, we get up there with Mike McKinstry, and then we just we won't need him to have that TV guest. We can be those TV people.
There you go.
But yeah, no, dude, it's awesome to be a part of. I'm like, I've said it before on shows. I've got a few sponsors and stuff here and there. I'd give all of them up as long as I could keep doing this one, because this is probably the most fun, rewarding one to be part of. And like, we don't, anybody that thinks we get paid for this, you're way wrong. We don't make $1. We do this for free.
Yeah, paid.
No.
Yeah, y'all ain't getting paid.
Brian J, I need to have talk to y'all after the show.
When he comes back, let's get our pitchforks out and go after him.
Yeah. But yeah, I just can't wait to see what's next. And I honestly, I can't even like give an idea of what might be next, because like when we got Pelican on as a brand, I was like, wow.
Oh, I know.
Really? And then
not the kayak.
Right. Yeah. The Pelican coolers and cases, man. Like I used to be real heavy into like guns and, you know, firearms and stuff like that. Like Pelican's the deal. Like that's a legitimate business. Like they have military contracts. The fact that they wanted to be part of this is like, blows my mind. Yeah. And then, you know, Waypoint TV again, like, wow. They part of something so much bigger. It's just like, I can't wait to see what's next, man. I'm committed and in this. I can't wait till, like we all joke about, we do it for free. You never know. Maybe a few years down the road, you might be those dudes. I'd like to quit my job and do this full time.
The new Google squad.
That's how it was. Like, so that the guy that reached out, Tom Rowland, reached out, and he's like, well, he didn't reach out like Mike was talking earlier, having an intern. And that's exactly who contacted me to jump on that Tom Rowland podcast, was his intern.
Yep.
It's like, man, we'll get that level, man. Come on. And you look at his following, you look at his TV show, and it's like, oh, 260,000 followers on Instagram. You look at the Waypoint Outdoor Collective, 500 and something thousand followers. You're like, man, them guys are putting out. There's just so much stuff available too, and it's just like, man, we're part of that now.
Exactly.
Man,
that's like,
man, I went and got a new mic. I went and got a light. I went and got try to step it up just a little bit, you know.
I mean, like, this is nothing professional back here, but I was like, dude, I can't have a different backdrop every night.
Disco Jimmy. That's horrible.
I have a new
But that's what I think about every time Jimmy jumps on, with that light changing in the background.
He's like, just.
I'm thinking about doing the whole room, dude. I'm thinking about just have it like bouncing colors, and you can't really see me. I'm kind of back in the dark, but
we'll have to have a seizure warning.
Like I went in my daughter's room, that would happen. She has those LED strips all around a room, and you're like,
I'm buying some for my daughter's room, and I think I'm gonna buy way too much just so I can do this in here. Get a little smoke machine.
Cool.
Just make like an LED suit.
Yeah. right when the reel down starts, I come out of the smoke.
What about you, Dan? Dan the Man Perry, Mr. Dan's like the king of the spreadsheet too.
Yeah.
Spreadsheet
Dan.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could there be a new spreadsheet?
Yeah, there is.
I don't know. Man. There's spreadsheet Steiger, spreadsheet Dan. I don't know.
It's tough one to top.
But first, I just want to say thanks to Brian for everything you do and allowing me to be a part of this. I reached out, and then you for some reason let me do this. Let me take Brad's place on the Reel Down, and I was on there with Sam, and then Brad went on with Josh and doing his show. But I appreciate you letting me doing this, and really the the big thing now. I'm so appreciative of everybody that does this, on this podcast and even other ones is. Like, if you look at iTunes or different places, it's littered with podcasts that haven't made it, or that just do a few shows. And I just respect all y'all so much for the grind, for doing it every week or every other week, or just keeping it up and keep, for something that you don't, there's benefits, but you don't get paid to do. It's tough to do that. And you can see so many podcasts that have fallen on the wayside. And I just, so much respect for y'all and for how hard you work, and you just keep it up. So thank you. Thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Amen to Mr. Perry.
Yes, sir.
Armando's got to follow that up.
Yeah, what do you got, Armando?
Nah, man, I'm super grateful to be here. I remember watching first podcast I've listened was Paddle and Fin, and one of my biggest inspiration to be up in a podcast was Paddle and Fin. And I followed you guys, I would comment and all that. And I remember when Brian reached out to me, he says, hey man, if you never need help, I'm more than welcome to be a guest and all that. So I had Brian, we had a good, good connection. And then I remember walking at the airport and just thinking about my podcast and where I wanted to take it. My phone rings and it says Brian Schiller. And I'm like, and in my mind, I thought, how cool would it be if Brian just told me he wants me on Paddle and Fin, man? Because I was like, well, Brian calling me out of the blue. I'm like, I only talked to him once before. And as soon as I picked up the phone, he's like, hey, man, I got something that I want to ask you. And I was super nervous. I'm like, no way he's going to ask me to be in Paddle and Fin. So he did, man. And I'm super grateful. I know it's me and Brian, with every one of you guys. But Brian with me has been a mentor. He's helped me in a bunch of other things beyond the podcast. We talk about, we bounce off each other. And I know, I love Paddle and Fin. You know how much of a passion it is. Sometimes it spills over when I don't see Paddle and Fin growing like I wanted to see it grow, when I feel like I'm not doing my best to keep Paddle and Fin going. And you guys have seen that. And it's because I love each and every one of you guys and Susie and everybody that's here. And I wanted to see it grow. I wanted to, reach the potential that they can reach. And I'm all for it. There's struggles sometimes. We get into that podcast rut, like Brian told me once, and it's not always easy. It gets, sometimes you need a break from it. But it's a passion that I have for the sport and for sharing it with other people. So I'm very grateful to be here and be part of the Paddle and Fin family. And I hope to be here a long time.
I think you guys could. How many times have I quit Paddle and Fin, Jay?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I've seen you on the ledge quite a bit. I'm always like,
we were just talking about that.
It's yeah, man, it's interesting, right? Like Dan just touched on it, and Armando talking about the ruts, and Dan, mentioned all the hard work and stuff that goes in, man. It's dude, 600 episodes. It's been a grind, like a legit grind. But it's cool, man. I had a heart-to-heart with Armando recently. Yep. And, it was, he's like, I couldn't imagine not being part of Paddle and Fin, man. It's not the podcast. It's the brotherhood. It's the family that we have. Mm-hmm. And I think that does translate somewhat in our episodes, but there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that a lot of the folks that listen or watch the podcast don't really know about or understand. It's like we all lift each other up, man, in our highs and our lows. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. It's I think about that too, right? Like if I were to just say I'm done with paddle and fin, I don't think I could do that. I couldn't imagine my life without it. It's consumed me for the past 3 years, man, and I don't know, man. It's been a roller coaster up and down, but it's the same thing. Like Armando said, man, we're all family. We're all brothers and sisters, or we have a sister.
We have a sister.
A sister.
Yeah. For now.
Dude, and it's pretty wild, man. But you know what gets me every time? It seems like every time I'm at that low point, and I don't know if you guys can relate to this, there's a comment, a message, something comes through, like one of the social media pages or the email, and it's like, hey, I just want to say thanks so much. I'm glad I found the podcast, or I just listened to this episode and it like helped me on the water. And like those moments are so touching to me, because like that's what Paddle and Fin was founded off of, was like just getting great info out there. And that all the amazing guests we've had, and I meant to tally that up, like how many different guests we've had on this podcast before this show, and I didn't get a chance to do that. But I mean, if you guys scroll through the library, like all the amazing people, like from the top all the way down to the little guys, man. And that's something too that we've always strived on, was giving everybody in the community a voice, in a positive voice. You know what I mean? So I know this is kind of like a long rant. I'm not going to cry, I promise, but like,
please cry.
I appreciate all you guys and all the work you guys put into this, man. Like, it's unbelievable. Like I mentioned earlier, it's like sometimes we get, guests that cancel last minute. Everybody's got lives, right? And like, no matter what, we all overcome it, and we find somebody else, or one of the other hosts will be like, yo bro, I can cover, let me jump on with you, or something like that.
We all like to talk, man. We're all in.
Well, yeah, exactly. But it's like, that's what keeps the show rolling, man. That's how we got to 600 episodes. I mean, if we were just like, oh, well, I don't have an episode this week, like that's the thing that stands out, is everybody is so committed to making sure their episode is out the day they need it. Even if it's like they're recording the night before. Like there's nights where I've stayed up till like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, or got up at 4 a.m. to upload an episode, so that way it got out when it should. And it's well, it happens.
Fault on that.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are. You sons
He
of
used that as
bitches.
like a positive talk, was also silently stabbing somebody. Like, I hate you.
No. But see, that's the thing. Like, we're all so committed, dude, and it's pretty incredible, man. When you sit back and think about it and look at it, man, and it's for what? For the common good of the kayak fishing world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But before we get into Chris, though, this is the guy, dude.
Shut up. We're going to Chris.
I'm telling you right now, this is the guy. He works so hard.
So Chris,
he won't. He always does this. He works.
Chris,
you have no idea how hard he works, dude.
Jay, don't kiss his butt too much on live, man.
I don't need to. Man. I don't need to. No. I mean, no. Seriously though, I think Brian will walk away from it, but this is the guy right here.
And he can't quit ever, because we wouldn't let him. Like
there's a reason why we all call him Daddy.
Apparently,
there's only one person allowed to call me Big Daddy. That's John Rapp. John Rapp's the only one allowed to call me Big Daddy.
Oh, that's funny.
Give me another one.
All right, Chris, newbie. You're the true noob to the family.
He's the FNG.
Yeah.
FNG.
Look at that. He's even got a paddle and fin check there behind him.
He was like, I gotta get
yeah, definitely.
So thoughts, man?
So far, so good. I appreciate the offer. I'm only one episode in, but yeah, so far so good. Definitely need upgrades on my stuff, but I mean, I appreciate everything you've done so far and helping me out and walking me through everything, and then especially being on the new podcast and then being able to be on the noob show. Definitely appreciate everything.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. You're welcome, man. You're sorry.
It's an initiation process.
It'll get better.
Sean's all right. Sean's all right. That's the other guy.
I don't know about that other host, man.
Mr. Jim Beam.
Don't drink it. No Jim Beam honey. No, Jim Beam honey. No.
Yeah, we should have got a recording. We should have got a recording of JL Folks' Jim Beam and Honey song that he kind of improvised down there at Dale Hollow.
Topping the charts.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But no, it's cool, man. It's there's already I haven't even told you this, but shout out to Chris Yonk, another Ohio native. He sent me a personal message, and let me see if I can find it. But it was basically he loved the new segment, and he said, "Yo, listening to the new mindset segment, this is really, really cool. Such a big part of fishing. Can't wait to see where it goes. I appreciate all you and the gals guys do for the community. PNF has made me a better fisherman for sure." That's the messages I'm talking about that we get all the time, man.
I never get those messages. Y'all have better.
I think we get them. We get them. I just don't tell you about it.
Dude, how many like people ask for your spreadsheet, man?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
we still get messages about that damn spreadsheet.
Bag comments. Like I had some dude called me a bag on live TV. Brian got on there and took it. Hey, nothing. If you live that way, hey, nothing wrong with that. But it just wasn't appropriate to me because that's not how I live. And then, Brian immediately blocked and deleted the guy. And later he's like, "Hey, man, you know what that dude called you?" That's stuff I get.
Jeez. I always get messages from people saying, "You make me spend way too much money."
They're like, where can I get that banana suit?
Dude, that's why I can't. I wish I could still listen to everybody's stuff. I can't listen to Brad's show anymore because I always go buy something. I was helping you do the show, and I've still got notes from the shows we did where I'm writing down products. And I went and bought them. I can't do that anymore.
Me too.
One before I got into paddle and fin, my most listened episode was with Dan Perry, he was a special guest, talking about fishing deep ledges. Still, I go back to see what episode's been the most listened to, and it's Dan Perry's. That's the one that's gotten the most listened to.
That was a good episode, man.
Yeah, it was.
Someone just said today that
I've said this story. It got me my personal best. That day, I one of the few times that I listened to my own podcast, I was driving to Ray Roberts practicing for a tournament, and I was like, you know what? It's hot. It's going to be 100 degrees. Let me target deep ledges. And I started listening to the podcast on my way there. I ended up catching what's now my personal best, which is 22 and a quarter on just targeting deep ledges. So there you go.
I'm hoping that I get some of that juju Sunday. Me and Dan are going to go. He's going to teach me that offshoreness. I don't do spreadsheets or anything, so I wanted the in-person guiding.
I'm going to teach him some offshore ledge fishing.
I want to come.
Dude, I'll tell you, like, he just gave me advice he gave me some advice over the phone, like piece of information like this much. I used it on a spot I had on Pickwick and was smashing fish all day. So I was like, okay, I need to we got to do the Dan Perry guide service on Pickwick and see how that works.
little tutor program.
Bass and Obie are both coming to Pickwick, and that's my favorite lake. I'm excited.
Let's go.
Watch out for DP.
Brad, I'd take you serious if you'd leave Ohio and come hang out with us. Huh?
Brad doesn't leave the river.
I don't even know what
we created a trail series event that had moving water in every single event, so Brad Hicks would come. How many events has he fished?
Zero.
I don't even know what.
Are you
state
surprised,
outside of
though?
Ohio? Ohio against the world.
Come Saturday, I will put you on Fish on Pickwick. Come Saturday.
That's one of the things that I would like to do. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but to get to fish with everyone. When Brad's Hollyboss case, maybe hunting, but we meet each one of you in person. I fish with
Brad's
Dusty.
like, I fish too, bro. I just caught some smallmouth.
I want to do hunting though. I want to learn how to do some hunting.
All right, I'm cool with that.
But I got to fish with Dustin. I found out why they call him Doo-Doo. we got to the round. He told me be here at 6 a.m. We got at 6 a.m. They didn't open the park until 7, so we're hanging out cold. I think it was like fall, and all of a sudden Doo-Doo disappears, and I'm like, where the heck did Doo-Doo go? And I hear something rattling the bushes, like
Doo-Doo was doing a doo-doo.
And Doo-Doo come back. It's like, don't go to that area. Just
had to go
over there. I'm like, oh, hey, that's why they call you.
We were way away from like some convenience stores and stuff. We were at a little state park lake that wasn't quite open yet. Yep.
I'll tell you that I have to be honest with you. After you left Doo-Doo, that breakfast burritos that you got us, I was in the middle of the lake and I was like, man, that Doo-Doo vibe is coming up, and I had to find a cove and just hope that nobody would come to that area. And I was just like, I'm just gonna squat here in the water and fish because how breakfast burrito that you got.
We gotta have a Doo-Doo.
Hey, they were good too. Really good Doo-Doo episode.
I have a friend, and he only poops on islands. If there's an island, he is going to poop on the island. It's
I got to go.
He's got like a checklist, a map of the
Somebody
United
I
States
know
and
is
all islands he's
infamous.
been on.
Somebody I know is infamous for keeping a roll of toilet paper in their front hatch, and it seems like every time we go and fish, he disappears.
Hey man, nature is the best laxative.
Damn sure is.
I might be weird, but I carry those
Never
little small tablets, like the chew ones, and they'll keep you locked up till the end of the day.
It takes the military approach.
What were those again, Daniel? What were those again?
Just a little Pepto-Bismol. Yeah. They come in twos.
Justin's like, what was that again? Write that down.
Like if you just want to make it till the end of the tournament, you know.
No,
Doo-Doo's digestive system will kick that pill's butt.
I've been doing intermittent fasting, and I've reduced my caloric intake and stuff. I'm down like right at 30 pounds right now in about 8 weeks. And I feel better now than I have in forever. And it's part of this program this guy started. Luke Prentice started this kayak beach program. It's like all kayak fishermen. It's a group. It's like you all support each other and kind of help each other. And it's a pretty good deal. You do some Zoom training, on a Tuesday night, and we all Zoom and get on there and do little exercises, little high impact training stuff. It's pretty cool. So I was just saying, grab a hold of my health. You were talking about that, and I was like, it's actually gotten better. I ain't got to go as much.
But hey, just remember, you can't lose.
Shout out! Oh yeah, can't lose up. Still the best looking host on Paddlefield.
I feel like a pile of crap right now. I'm eating cheese. That's why you're talking
much, Dustin.
I'm not saying much. Until I take the hat off, then you see the bald head.
Oh man. Well,
I'm so bald. I realized the other day, I'm like, I'm really bald. Before, I used to be bald, but now it's like, like I still had some hair. And the other day I shaved my head, and I was like, damn, I don't even have to shave that area anymore.
Yeah.
Brad.
Run for the hills.
Yep. But yeah, it's crazy, how all of us had kind of come together with this podcast and everything. So I turned 50 in December. So
we're all going to Texas.
We're planning on a pretty good party with a band and some stuff.
Dusty Doo-Doo.
Nice. We're trying to work on that right now, but yeah. Oh, there goes somebody else beeping. But yeah, man, this is the family vibe of this with all the hosts. Like we came together at Dale Hollow last year and had a good time, and I'm really hoping we can get a meetup, this year. Definitely. And get something in. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all of you
come to Texas. Get it down for Gunnersville. I'm gonna have to go kick my contact in the ass though.
Yeah,
we're trying.
Kick her. Brad Hicks, final thoughts. Oh God,
I love you guys.
We love you too, brother.
Oh, virtual.
Look at
I
that.
thought he was gonna say, "I don't care."
I thought so too.
They
out of nowhere.
Never leave Ohio.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
Brian Polaro in the comments says, I can see a future Pepto commercial of a guy on a kayak.
Hey, they just have to, Dan.
Like,
Hey, you get the urge to go when you're
dude
just-
wipes.
Yeah.
Like, where's dude wipes?
Yeah, somebody-
Dude wipes. Call us.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah, call us.
Call us.
Hey, because Sam's has them they got to sell them by the box for like $15 for like 8 packs of them. It's like way cheaper than buying individuals at like Academy or something. So there's your pro tip of the day from
There
the
you go.
Doo-Doo Master.
Brad Hurlboss, final thoughts, my friend.
It's been a crazy ride, and I can't wait to see where it all goes. I mean, it's the crew, everyone, the family. I mean, it's a great group of guys, and it's pretty amazing.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Mr. Sean Lavery.
I love all you
Sean
guys,
Lavery.
especially my co-host Ryan. I know he takes it on the chin quite a bit, but you're all
He
you're all
deserves
amazing
a lot
guys,
more on
and,
the chin, man. We
He
punch him
asked
right
for
into
it.
that.
but seriously though, I can't say enough about the group of guys we have. You truly are like my second family. So love you guys, and I hope to be with you for a long, long time. So
Yeah, brother.
We're not breaking up with you, Sean.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
yeah.
thank you. Maybe Ryan.
It's definitely you, not us.
Armando.
Hey, I got center square, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Armando, final thoughts.
Papi
my
chulo,
friend.
dime.
Eso es todo.
Es todo.
Who is taking people in and out?
I took John out of a center square.
Oh. Well, Armando's in the center square now. Final thoughts, brother.
Me? I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah,
okay,
where we
no,
went.
no,
Final
I'm super.
thoughts.
Love it, man. Love all of you guys. Hope I get to see you guys in person one day. You know, and just keep going. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep getting this show on the road and keep striving to see how far we can get it.
Heck yeah, man. Jimmy Skinner, the beard of knowledge.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, first.
Some crackers in there, probably.
No, I probably. What did I just have? I had some buffalo wings. Might got a little add in there.
Hey, I will say this right now, live on air. Jimmy's wife makes the best turkey sandwich ever. Just,
He will not let that
All
shit
right.
go.
Pack a few up and send them over here.
She even asks about it. Like she'd be like, "Brian, talk about that sandwich anymore, Lily?"
Oh,
It's great.
man.
But no, it's just stuff like that, man. I love all of y'all. Like it is. It's just one big family. Like y'all, we're so dysfunctional and we're all like the same and different in so many ways. It's freaking awesome. I can't wait to see what we do next. I'm sure we'll all get together this year for something, and Brian will pull some new venture out of his ass for Paddle and Fin, I'm sure, and it'll be great.
you never know. Anything down there yet, Jay?
Still working on that.
All right.
Maybe you took some of those
Like Jay
chewables.
actually had to look. You're so far in there.
Hey, there's a comedic factor, man.
Mr. Perry.
He's like, oh, what?
Final thoughts, brother.
He's working on a spreadsheet.
He's checking his
Or
Weeble.
did you already go? I forgot because everybody keeps switching these damn squares around on me.
On KFL. No, just still happy to be here, and keep it going. Appreciate all y'all.
Slivka.
Just happy to be here, man. Look forward to the future.
Right on, brother. Mr. Randall. Mr. Dimples himself.
Well, I'm happy to.
Wait. Randall has been on a roll, man. He has been on a talking roll.
You know what?
Now he's eating Cheez-Its. Final thoughts, Randall.
Thanks for letting me ride your coattails, boys. I appreciate it.
Jump on the sled, I will ride it.
Y'all doing a great job. Keep it up. I dig it. Keep going, and make sure you pay homage to the boss.
Boss man. El jefe. El papi chulo.
That's
Papi chulo.
We didn't have Susie tonight. Shout out to Susie.
Yes.
She's been doing a tremendous job running all the Paddle and Fin Trail Series events. I know she's planning on eventually coming back with her podcast, so that'll be back soon. Who else did we not have on tonight?
JP.
JP. Shout out to JP.
He's out there saving lives.
Yeah, he's a Chicago firefighter, man. He hope you're safe, brother. Thank you for all you do for the communities out there as a firefighter and an EMT.
Man, he can put dodging tornadoes on his list now too, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that was right by my house.
Yeah.
There's an F3 touchdown right by my house.
Yeah. So, it's I think the people that I got to thank the most is the listeners. Without you guys, we wouldn't do this. Obviously, all our awesome hosts that just continue to grind it out. All the amazing companies that support us and have stood behind us and promoted us and, got our names out there. All the guests that have taken time away from their families to come and, talk about a passion they all love. Thank you to everyone. This is pretty cool. If you would have asked me 3 years ago, would we do 600 episodes and have a show 7 days a week and 11 different segments and all that good stuff, I would have told you were out of your freaking mind. And I'm pretty sure I said that last year too. So it's pretty incredible, man. You put a great group of folks together and they can accomplish anything. And I think we could all learn from that, both in and out of our fishing lives. So shout out to everyone. The past year and a half has been tough for everybody. Without this family here, I think we would all kind of have lost it. We've all been through some hard times, some good times. And I couldn't imagine it without anybody else but you guys here. So to all the fans, we appreciate you, man. If, like we always say, if there's anything you'd like to see more of from us, reach out. Thank you, everybody, for that continues to send the messages, the comments, tuning into the live streams, the podcasts, watching on YouTube, Facebook, Waypoint TV. I mean, it's super huge. So I think this is a record podcast, 3 hours and 20 minutes.
We did it.
So
take that, Joe Rogan.
Can any one person sit through the whole thing though? In one shot.
There has been some folks in this chat that I'm pretty sure have been here since we started tonight. So shout out to you guys.
Thank you guys.
Shout out to all the giveaway winners from today's show. Those of you that missed out, sorry, bros. We tried telling you. So I think that's it, boys and girls. Anybody else got anything else?
Nope. The silence is golden. Nope. Just shaking heads. So for the podcast community, just a bunch of heads shaking. No.
Yeah.
The silence.
3 hours and 20 minutes, we're all done. We're like, no, that's enough.
Yeah. My ears are aching on these things.
Well,
earphones. Yeah.
I guess with that being said, Sean, why don't you drop your guys' closing line, then Dan Perry, and then I'll wrap it up.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the Bass Fishing for Noobs segment and to the Paddle and Fin podcast as we celebrate our 600th episode, where we bring you the techniques, the tricks, and the tips to help you rip more lips.
Damn.
Wear your PFDs. That's what I always say.
As always, boys and girls, tight lines, smooth paddling. Peace.